Bow.
But really, I forgot how to start. What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 41 of My Cup of Tea. How about that SpiderMan trailer? Aw. Forever sad. But I'm not. I probably am the only one sad on here. Anyway, joining us, we have Carson. I've hit the wrong buttons. My bad. We're gonna. Nothing happened.
I'm not here, guys.
It's Carson.
Yay!
Jesus.
Yeah, it's kind of funny watching this reaction. Everyone's like, "Is it gonna drop on Tom Holland's birthday?" I'm like, "No."
June 10th. Then.
Meanwhile, Tom Holland's just posting like a picture of like his feet in an ice bucket. I'm just like, y'all are just getting trolled so hard.
It's as close as we get.
For no reason. Anyways, that's just been funny to watch, and also our group chat is just hilarious to play off all these trailer things. I'm wondering, when do we get the next big Dune trailer? It got me all thinking today of like, ooh, because that's coming up closer than Spider-Man, and
it's more important.
More important than Nathan's like, what?
There's no multiverse in Dune. Come on.
Oh,
my scoop didn't pan out.
I was gonna make it. I don't want to say anything about Dune because I don't want to spoil.
If you say something, Carson, I will slaughter.
Anyways. Yeah, excited to be back. We have like so much news to talk about, especially our boy Justin Lin. He's going to a different. He's jumping ship before he does 2 more Fast and Furious movies. But I'm excited to talk about that. And Loki, he's here again.
Take the camera off, Carson. He's shunned. He's shunned. I don't know why you got so hyped for a fucking Justin Lin TV series.
It's a heist TV series.
That's going to last one season that none of you will watch. Guarantee it. Remember this podcast.
It's going to be
none
a
of these
great
people
heist.
Are going to watch this
I
NBC
hope it's amazing.
show.
I'm going to get a Peacock subscription and I'm going to watch it.
None of you guys are watching this.
Peacock
the synopsis looks incredibly basic. Oh, somebody's on the run. Oh, there's an FBI agent chasing them out. That's every NBC show all the time.
And I'll watch.
That's crazy. I mean, I looked at the synopsis. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, it looks basic. Anyways, I liked Loki. Best Marvel show of all time, I think. Just kidding.
Oh.
Maybe it could be. But I like the premiere of Loki. There's some Jurassic World stuff. I can't wait. Like Jurassic World is probably my favorite franchise of all time, next to Lord of the Rings. So it's up there. It's up there.
I thought you were serious for a second, and then you said Lord of the Rings. Like my emotion felt bad for laughing because I thought you were like genuinely serious. Then I realized like, no, that's not what he's saying that.
No, I could give a Jurassic's ass about Jurassic Park. That makes no sense, but whatever. Nathan, the feathers.
You can clone the ass. Clone it. Clone the ass.
Oh man.
You guys want to hear a funny story of what I went through the last 24 hours?
Yeah, sure.
You
of Spider-Man.
Audience. Tell the audience about the whole Spider-Man debacle.
This shit's serious. I meant it. My theater. I was working yesterday, and my friend / coworker was working in booth, which is the projectionist programmer, and we were chatting and stuff. Like, I was like really intrigued in like the booth stuff, and like he even like wrote me a list of like everything we just got into play. Like he made me a fucking list. Like he has this handwriting, it's not mine, but like it was interesting. Like all the different things that are coming. I'm like, all right, cool. Like Moonlight's coming back. That's fucking cool. Like
yeah.
Anyway. Then I was also getting word, I think apparently that day we were supposed to get in the Spider-Man trailer, but then it was delayed to tomorrow, which is now today. It is today. I got hyped, and primarily I was speculating. Carson, what have you shared on screen? Get the fuck out of here. I didn't lie. No.
You deceived.
No, I speculated.
From a certain point of view, one could say.
I've been Speckledorfed.
Speckledorf? What?
A SpongeBob reference.
Oh, man.
Sip of lemonade just for you, Evan.
Thank you very much.
No, but basically, like, I got really excited and I hopped in the chat and I was like,
It could drop online.
They told me,
Oh, here we go.
unlike movies, like it's here, unlocked, ready to play. That's the words I heard at first. Ready to play. And it's opening weekend for 2 new movies, one of which is a Sony movie. Everyone's speculating Peter Rabbit. And I was just like, we're programming in the Heights for IMAX and Dolby, where we played blockbuster trailers primarily. The June 10th rumor. Suffice to say,
Who's
I think it's
June
coming.
10th rumor? Reddit?
I don't know where.
Reddit?
I really don't know where. I think Scoopers or something.
I've never heard of this June 10th rumor.
I did for a long time. You're not
Really?
following Spidey's deep.
let me-
I'm not.
Okay.
That's why I've never heard of it.
Oh. But I start like hopping chat, and we have like a lot of Spidey fans waiting, and we're like, all right, we'll kill you if not. And I'm like, well, hold on. Oh yeah, Josh is here. Everybody tear me a new one.
Yes, we are, Josh.
I literally just shared the meme of Saw on live.
I was
Also,
trying to dig
Josh
up
has
the
posted
DMs.
Black Widow showtimes are starting to show up as available.
Oh, sweet.
soon.
Ooh.
So tickets for that might actually be dropping. Something that's actually dropping.
Which means we'll probably get the I mean, we're gonna
The
get the trailer by
Spider-Man
Black Widow.
trailer with Black Widow tickets. Boom. Galaxy brain thinking.
Because Sony cares so much about Black Widow.
They care about marketing opportunities.
They care about Peter Rabbit too, Evan.
Remember, Amazing Spider-Man 2 had an
Yeah.
end credit scene for Days of Future Past.
Amazing
What?
Spider-Man 2?
Yeah, it had a clip from Days of Future Past of like that Mystique scene early on in the movie, right after Amazing Spider. Like it was in between the credits. It wasn't like at the
What are
very,
you
very end.
talking about?
You are
That's
mad.
a
lad.
lie.
You are
That's
a mad
real.
lad.
Look
That's
it
a
up.
lie.
Look it up. It's
You're-
real.
I remember there being a Days of Future Past post-credit scene at the end of like First Class, right?
Yeah,
Or
but like for some like top
Logan.
like marketing thing, I don't know why.
No.
It was just like they randomly like glitched it. Like the credits were going, and then it was like a glitch effect, and it's like, oh, you're on the X-Men scene.
Why would Fox and Sony agree to that?
I don't know. It was fucking weird. No one understood
That-
it at the
I don't
time.
understand.
I
either.
think that was just your theater, Nathan.
No, it's like film Twitter like had that floating around like not long ago. They were like, "What the fuck was that?" I was like, "Right, like, that's a real thing." I'm not insane. I swear to God, I'm not lying when I talk about Spider-Man.
We're gonna get demonetized because of lies and deception.
No, I am serious. God, I feel like I'm literally gonna go insane because no one
Okay.
fucking believes me about anything.
We
now.
believe you, Nathan, but I just think it will never see the light of day soon. Nathan's right.
I know you were talking about something earlier, but I'm gonna use it for right now. But yeah, I don't know. It was funny. I was just like, hey, if it drops, just going off of like when Venom dropped, it'll probably be at 9 a.m. Cool. I wake up 9 a.m. It's not there. I'm like, optimistically 12 or nothing, and then nothing. So yeah, it's.
I
Like,
still think it's possible that it could appear this month. It's possible, but I think July definitely will see something in July.
Yeah,
Halfway
it would
through the year.
It will be here by Black Widow for sure. It's just weird
sure,
that
for
like
sure?
theater. It's just weird that theaters are getting it shipped like so early, and then it's just like not. And granted, yeah, it's like there's like a lot of like crackdown rules to like not leak it. And like, I was like talking to my coworker. I was like, "How do people not leak it?" And he was like, "Corporate will like they know which theaters listed received it, so like they'll
you
fucking
down.
investigate that shit. They literally will hunt you down." It's weird.
Not if you have the God's eye.
I keep thinking of Eagle Eye.
Me too.
But yeah, I don't know. That was a fun adventure I got to have this past 24 hours, and then also me like getting reprimanded by Twitter, even though I was like, I didn't say it would go online publicly. I didn't.
Right.
Probably shouldn't have said anything.
Maybe I was just like a hyped fan, like everyone else. I was just like, finally, the webheads. Like, no.
Do I have a picture of Loki?
I can't wait for this trailer to be the most disappointing trailer of all time.
I mean, yeah, I don't think it's gonna show like much of anything.
I hope it shows no Andrew Garfield and no Tobey Maguire.
It's
I
the
just
first
hope that.
trailer. It probably won't, but also it's Sony. They tend to.
The first
overshare.
Spider-Man Homecoming trailer showed a lot. So
It did.
And I hope they. I don't even know.
Both Amazing Spider-Man 2 and Venom show the end of the movie.
And like Far From Home, I think had a bad. I mean, Sony in general just makes bad trailers unless it's like Quentin Tarantino.
I don't think the trailers are bad necessarily. They just like overshare.
Yeah, true. Yeah, they're not like cut terribly.
They give away all the cards.
Yeah, and I like my cards hidden.
Fair. But what did happen, legitimately, was the first episode, the third installment of Phase 4, Marvel Studios' Loki.
How have we had our third installment of Phase 4 without a movie yet? That's incredible.
Well, Black Widow's right around the corner.
How's that lemonade, by the way?
It's really good.
Hold on, I'm trying to get a trying to get a picture of Loki.
Sure. Loki was fantastic. I mean, I shouldn't say fantastic. I thought it was really good.
No.
He set up a lot of fantastic ideas for the future. I mean, there's a lot to unpack here with Loki, so I can't wait to dive right in. I was taking a lot of notes about all the comic book references, Easter eggs, and stuff like that. Like, for example, like WandaVision, there's Easter eggs for things that could happen. I think Loki, there's a lot of things. We were even discussing how is this show going to connect, even if he doesn't appear in Thor 4, if he does appear in Thor 4, like whatever. Like, each show is connecting to a larger event. It seems like Loki is connecting with everything in Phase 4 in terms of the multiverse, in terms of everything going on there. Quick shout out to my girl on the right, the Hunter.
Yeah.
DB15, something like that. Whatever. She's from Lovecraft Country. Fantastic.
Oh,
She
nice.
plays the sister. I forget her name right now. But she was great on Lovecraft Country. Hit it up on HBO Max. Please sponsor us, HBO. I'm just kidding.
Please make My Cup of Tea a Max original.
Oh, please. I would love it. Coming out at
What was
3
I
a.m.
gonna say? Just like my general. It was weird because Kelly and I were just like literally forgetting the entire Loki backstory, and I'm like trying to explain like he's adopted, but then I couldn't remember like what specifically he could do.
They did it for you.
I know, and then we get that nice little animated thing, and I'm like, okay, we got. And then we just go through his life, and I'm like, okay, we got all the information.
Oh, you should have put on the Marvel Legends episode of Loki that got put out.
I'm gonna go immediately after. I'm gonna go watch this because even I was like, okay, and then
There's not that many Loki stuff. Come on, it's 3 movies.
there really isn't.
And Avengers.
And
then she was like, Kelly was like, why does Thor like forgive Loki? Like, didn't he kill their mom? And I'm like, I don't remember, dude. Like,
oh wow.
Indirectly, they reveal, and I'm sad.
Indirectly.
I never really thought about that.
I got to give them credit recently, like in terms of Loki and Avengers Endgame, really making Thor: The Dark World kind of relevant again in people's brains. Otherwise, it's a garbage movie. But
fuck off. Every time I will.
Gotcha.
I will fight and die on the hill of defense for Thor: The Dark World for no reason.
It's not a good movie. I love Kat. What's her name? Kat Dennings.
Yeah.
But she is not good in that movie.
Oh.
Y'all are overly critical. I swear to God. Hey.
But yeah, let's start from the beginning here. There's a lot to unpack.
Would you guys say, what has been out of the 3 shows your favorite premiere?
It's between this and WandaVision. WandaVision was unique because it had that sitcom feel to it. This was unique because it had that 1970s sci-fi aesthetic to it. I would have to say, man, WandaVision was really cool. Nathan, you're wrong. WandaVision was really cool because I liked the whole committed sitcom era to it. But Loki, man, I don't know. It was longer than WandaVision, twice as long. A lot of cool teases, a lot of good character development in one episode already. And Owen Wilson. So you know what? Yes, I will say Loki because of Owen Wilson alone. Thank you, Owen.
Nice.
It is my favorite as well.
But close. WandaVision is closed.
I didn't realize how classically sci-fi it was gonna be.
Same.
So when it started doing that, from the soundtrack alone, I was like, ooh. And then the set design was like, ooh. it's a retro sci-fi, and it's also time travel, my favorite subgenre in existence. You've hooked me. Good job.
And every new time travel rules, they get Owen Wilson explaining all these things. I'm just like, wait, Let me think about. I always
No, it's
overthink
easy.
it.
It's
It's
easy.
easy,
It's not-
Carson,
this
what are you
isn't
doing?
Tenet. This
It's
isn't
easy.
Tenet.
I know.
No, but they tell me, and I'm like, I don't believe you. That doesn't make sense.
You
I
don't
took
believe
notes.
him.
I took notes.
It's not a temporal sense.
Like the branch, I'm like, okay, but and then like I'm like, how? Okay.
They talked about the branches in Endgame, which
We'll
if
talk
you would
about it. We'll talk
rewatch
about
it.
Yeah, I need Tilda Swinton. I needed Tilda Swinton to explain it. It made sense when she did it.
What the hell?
Look, it was a little confusing when Hulk said it, but then when Tilda Swinton said it, it was like, cool, thank you for the diagram.
It's not that I don't get it. I just
You just don't
I'm
get
like,
it.
yeah, exactly.
And then chose not to listen.
Yeah. I
Selective
watched that
listening.
video like 3 or 4 times, trying to understand the teases of it. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh yeah. I was watching some breakdown videos. I was like, I gotta secondhand this information so I sound smart on my show.
I try to watch like, I mean, usually if you watch it if you do a podcast the day of, I don't want to watch any explainers. I watched one and that was it.
Yeah, it's like with Hyperspace. I'd be like, Star Wars explain. No, me. So Omega, like,
I mean, me. Yeah. Alex
Alex
watches this.
Oh fuck.
I found that.
Alex watches this. She's like, plagiarism, demonetization.
Alex is reviewing Loki.
His
Hey!
reactions are always so good. I'm like, damn it, why did I think of that? Like,
Yeah. I usually watch this after we do the podcast. I'm like, damn, I could have mentioned this. Dang.
I know.
Of course there was a Carbonite reference. How did I not see it?
Yeah.
All right, let's break this down though.
Yeah, let's break it down. What's the first scene we see? I mean, are we going scene by scene or what?
I think so. I can. I watched enough people reacting to it that I like know how the episode plays out.
Bring us
Awesome.
back to 2012.
2012.
We can skip past that.
No, we cannot. Yes, we can. Actually, no. Fun fact: there's some alternate takes here. I found.
I knew you were going to bring that up.
A couple of zoom in shots, right? A little bit.
Well, yeah. Also, like the like Loki impersonating Cap was like an alternate take from Endgame. I was like, that's interesting. There was like a zoom in, like a Loki in the elevator, which he did in Endgame, like less zoomed in. But I was just like, were they already working on Loki when they were filming Endgame? Did they know?
Kevin Feige knows everything, so yes.
I guarantee. I mean, yeah, the scene basically tends to play out the exact same. So then we shoot immediately into the was it the Gobi Desert, I think.
There we go. Yes.
And
Still same time period, right?
yeah, still 2012.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
he had the space stone, not the time stone. So
Mhm.
Okay, quick question.
Mhm.
Not that it would have mattered, but why can't he use the Tesseract? Kelly was like, why didn't he just like leave Earth?
I mean, he just grabbed it, and went to the closest thing.
That's what I thought. That's what I thought he was.
Yeah,
doing.
he was
I
just
don't think he was like,
I
bring
think
me
it
to
was-
Asgard.
it was a spur of the moment thing of just like shit.
desert. Like
Exactly.
Yeah,
Get me out of here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anywhere.
that's what I thought too. Because they would have showed up anywhere, so it wouldn't have mattered. But
He was probably just like open space, please, freedom. Like,
Yeah, you're right. It's not like he goes to Asgard and the DVA is like, oh shit, we can't go in there.
yeah,
I mean, he can't go to Asgard. He probably doesn't want to go to galaxy stuff right now. I mean, he's still trying
Yeah.
to rule. He still wants to rule Earth. He's just trying to break.
Yeah, you're
out-
right. Yeah, he would have got his ass kicked in Asgard.
yep.
Yeah, and yeah, he's still on the primary set of like, I want to rule Earth.
Yeah.
I'll just try it again somewhere else.
It was
Yeah.
crazy to kind of go back to that Loki and then like have it like stripped down almost. This
Mhm.
whole
Yeah.
episode, I really enjoyed that part.
Me too.
Yeah, it was really interesting just because I was like, immediately I was like, so we're only like a 2-movie progression of this character. I wonder like how it's gonna play out. Now, granted, we see later they like catch him up to speed in a way, but we'll get there. And yeah, it's fascinating. Then the TV pretty much immediately comes in, and right from the jump, the show instantly impressed me because like at first they do like that slow mo shot, and I was like, all right, cool, slow mo, and then like she's moving in normal time, and I'm like, what?
You're moving in 1/16th time, but you're getting all the pain. I was like,
That's-
dang.
Sucks. I know.
Oh my god. I think someone actually pointed out something of like, I think that actress was also on Black Mirror and did like a similar thing to somebody in
You
an
could be
episode.
right.
I didn't finish Black Mirror.
I've
Black
seen
Mirror
Black
sucks.
Mirror. Oh, you're lying to yourself.
Wow.
You just need to see the good episode.
You did see the good one. I watched 5 episodes in a row.
It's
Sucks.
an anthology. Surely you'll find one.
Sucks.
Okay,
Oh.
whatever. I've only seen like a couple episodes. The 2 I saw, I really liked.
Guy messes with the pig. Get out of
Okay, I knew you were gonna say that. There's so many better episodes.
here.
Watch the Bryce Dallas Howard one.
Bad.
There's one called USS Callister, and it's literally like
I
this,
didn't
like,
get to it. Yeah.
It's so good.
I'm sure.
So good.
Back
to Loki.
Alcohol, sorry.
Jesse Plemons is in it actually.
Never heard
Anyways,
of him.
Anyway, I was pointing out the Black Mirror thing because not only is that lady also in Black Mirror, but like the person she was like trapping someone in like this time thing was Wyatt Russell. So kind of interesting Marvel wise, but
Oh, interesting.
anyway, the plot. We're going to the TVA. Loki tries to run, but they got like a toggle checkpoint on him, basically.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a temporal thing where it just like resets every time. It's really cool. Oh yeah, we missed it. Like in the Gobi Desert, before they leave, they do the time reset.
Oh yeah.
So they're kind of like Men in Black. Like they're like, what is going on here? It's like, click.
Someone was
resets
pointing out to
everything.
me that the colors of the
What are you doing?
exactly. I know I'm already gonna like. It's like when you like try to like ask your parent for something and you're like very apprehensive of how you approach it.
okay, well, just
I was
spit
like,
it out.
I don't want
Yeah.
Evan to fucking yell at
Spit
me.
it out. What are you doing? What?
Because every
Is this
time I do
Spider-Verse
this thing-
connection, motherfucker?
No, but it was like interesting because like they were talking about like different cosmic stuff of like Marvel
Yes.
and like based on like the different uses of colors and like
Yes.
it like started to dissipate like purple, which we know to like in like magical shit like harkens with like magic from Agatha as well as Dormammu, which you know they have like at least Dormammu like
Okay, I'm already lost. I'm not lost,
I, mean,
but
I think you're saying like Agatha has
Yeah.
like the purple magic.
but then also like
has
Dormammu
red.
was like the outside of time element in his universe, so it was,
Yeah, because he's like a cosmic entity, so he's like
Yeah.
out of it. He's out of everything.
it. Yeah.
But I'm sure the TVA are based on like whatever
The TVA
fuck
are,
they
yeah.
Because like they
Yeah,
have all
they
the
can
Infinity Stones that don't work there. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Which I got
fascinating.
that. I got that part because it's like
they're in a Infinity Stones only work in the dimension where they came from.
yes.
So since
Which
they're
is
out
in the
of
comics apparently, so
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah.
since you're in a dimension, it's like okay, cool.
And I love the line later. It's like, try to use that. Oh, several times.
Yeah, because we know like his power as well as all of that is all nullified, so nothing's working in the TVA headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
Simple explanation.
Which is just like horrifying for whoever goes there, despite who you are or what kind
Yeah.
of mischief you've caused. It's like crazy to like see it for the first time.
They're using
Yeah.
stones as paperweights. Like,
Dude, the production design in here is so cool. Like I love all of the design in this. A lot of it's shot at this hotel in Atlanta, I believe, which is pretty cool.
Oh,
Wow.
fantastic!
I want to stay at that hotel. I know it doesn't look like that, but that'd be cool. But yeah, there's like a lot of different fun stuff. This is like Loki's being processed through each level. Like,
Yeah, you see some kind of alien species in there. Then you see like the white guy says like
there was
I'm
a scroll
from
in there.
Scroll. That's what it was. Yeah, scroll. And then guys like I'm from like Coleman Sachs or whatever it's called, like from Earth or whatever. And he gets like vaporized. Like they just vaporized all these other variants, which is
I think I was
crazy.
like seeing like I was watching dude breaking it down. I don't think they're being like necessarily vaporized. They're just like being reset into wherever they're going.
Their proper timeline. Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not just like because if you just like take out that element, then like that timeline isn't fixed anymore because there's some missing elements. So.
Oh, Nathan, here's a fun fact for you. The location has also been used by Marvel before. It was in Spider-Man: Homecoming. Michael Keaton's Vulture can be seen plunging down the center of like that big atrium little thing of where the elevators are. I don't know, but canonically, it is now the TVA.
Cool.
Love it.
Awesome.
Marvel's volume.
Yeah, I
That's
do love
great.
this whole layout too. It looks really cool, and I like how Loki was in like a ticket line, like at the DV,
Yeah, the
DMV,
Yeah.
which is always awful. I hate going there.
It's like two of us.
Yeah.
Take a ticket. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, they're going through different things, going through the machine. Just like, can you confirm you're not a robot? It's like, what if I was? I didn't know. It's like a Blade Runner moment, honestly.
Yeah, this whole time it's like literally existential crisis. Like, confirm this is everything you've said. Blah blah blah. And then like, oh, I'll burn you from the inside out if you. And it's like great.
And I love like he's going and like there was a flash and I was like, I hope it's a. My stupid brain was like, I hope it's a wacky mugshot, and it was like, no, it's a X-ray of your soul. What? All right, moving on.
That's dark.
Yeah, and I love the just like confirm and sign here. This is everything you've ever said. I was like, what the fuck? And then like he just like what? And then they print out the next line. It's so good.
That was awesome.
I feel like I commonly keep seeing people like, this man's over 1,000 years old. Wouldn't that stack be higher? I was like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah, I feel like that could be like fill the whole room.
yeah, probably. But I mean,
but you get the point. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, do we see Owen scene before this? Did this occur? I forget when that scene occurred. Him in the church.
No, it's after. He's gonna get
okay. Because I know it's before he rescues Loki from the judges.
Yeah, like before Loki's like fully on trial.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's being actually. Yeah, I think it's first we get the Miss Minutes promo.
Okay, let's dive into that. Let's do that.
That was cool.
Yeah, with the what was it, Timekeepers? Is that what they called them?
Timekeepers, yeah.
Timekeepers, yeah. So 3 lizards, as they say, because they're blue and alien-like. But this was big because it teases Secret Wars, which is people were talking about yesterday, which is a huge event. One of my favorite events from when I first started getting into comic books, like in 2012 after I saw Avengers. They had this Secret Wars event, and it came out 3 years later in 2015 when Age of Ultron was coming out. And Secret Wars, like this huge multiversal wars, like our universe is going to die, somebody else's universe is going to die.
Fun
all
fact.
the other universes, but fighting.
Oh my god!
Secret Wars fun fact. This is where Spidey gets the symbiote.
Yeah, that's where Spidey got the symbiote in the 1980s Secret Wars event. So yeah, and Secret Wars 1980s was more so like a big being like getting heroes and villains from across the multiverse and say, you guys fight on Battle World, and they fight, and then that's kind of it. But in 2015, it was all like the Illuminati was involved. Dr. Doom was involved and everything. So the Russo brothers talked about this in terms of if they would come back to do a Marvel movie. The Russo brothers they were always like, we would love to come back for like X-Men or for Secret Wars, something big like that.
Do you think that's the big event they're going to be leading up to in this next phase?
If Marvel wants to make another $2 billion, I think Secret Wars is guaranteed a $2 billion movie. And this thing is.
What if we took Civil War, but we fucking Infinity War'd it?
It'll make Infinity War look like, I don't know, not Infinity anymore. I mean, like Secret Wars.
Is it even Is it even adaptable? Do you think if it's that like
at this stage, Marvel can do anything?
Well,
at this stage,
but
no, because it's so crazy. But I think they'll just use the title.
I mean, even like
the
Infinity Gauntlet storyline for Infinity War wasn't as full on as that.
Yeah, Infinity Gauntlet is a crazy 20-issue event. But like Secret Wars, I think they'll just use a title and it'll just be like, okay, heroes, villains fighting against each other kind of thing.
Right.
They'll probably do a part 1 and part 2 for that one as well. But yeah, the whole Miss Minutes played by my girl Tara Strong. Tara Strong. I don't know where I got Tess from. Tara Strong. Let me see here. So there's a multiversal war, alternative timelines vying for superiority. Timekeepers created one single sacred timeline for the entire multiverse. One timeline for the entire multiverse. When a new branch is created, that becomes an alternate reality, and those alternate realities are created from a nexus point, which are big events that are able to change the time. Big events or people that are able to change the timeline. We've heard the word nexus before in WandaVision. Wanda could be our nexus,
which is known to be a nexus being in the comics, and
exactly.
It was in her drug depression commercial. But yes.
Yeah, which is also huge for Multiverse of Madness.
Miss Minute strip says Madness and Multiverse, and I'm like, hey, the writer of Loki's working on Doctor Strange.
Working on Doctor Strange too, exactly.
Are we tying in?
And we see at the end of WandaVision, she's scrubbing through the multiverse, scrubbing through her little folder book there, looking for her children. Yes. The multiverse folder, Earth 617, 8, 9, 10, 11.
It's not a folder.
The Darkhold, same thing. Darkhold, don't get mad at me. Um,
Literal grimoire of a book. Like,
looking for her children. So I think you doing that, and her, of course, her power is being a chaos being. That book is about chaos and everything. So I think like her being Nexus potential, her having Nexus potential could really instigate the multiverse, which we've already kind of theorized. But this show is already just like laying the groundwork even more so, saying, yeah, this Loki might not be a Nexus being, but Wanda, our homegirl, she's going to be the Nexus being for the multiverse for Phase 4, which is very, 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 very interesting. I cannot
wait. Especially because that we learned that there's, not to get too deep into it, but Loki might already be causing some stuff. And it got me thinking about like which Nexus or existence or whatever could have caused, you know what I mean? Like I was thinking of like where that branch started. Of course, we're going to obviously find out in this show and what's going to happen, but it's just crazy to think about all those implications.
Yeah, very exciting. Yeah, especially given like the trailers and everything like that. What they're going against. But also this tease here, like this whole synopsis of the Timekeepers and everything has everybody thinking like, these Timekeepers are pretty interesting. Like, of course, we see more of them through the trial, through Gugum Bhakti Ra's character explaining like what she does and everything. But these Timekeepers, including Owen, it's very flawed in a way. In terms of like when Loki's like, I didn't really do jack shit. Like the Avengers are the ones that use stones to do everything. I just took one and dipped. And they're like, well, the Avengers are supposed to do that.
Wait, it's like who's like, it's like
who's in charge of the fucking timeline?
Like who's just and who's not? Like
exactly.
How do you know what's gonna have ramifications? This is crazy.
It's pretty. Well, I mean, I guess they do know. They know like everything. So
they know from the Timekeepers.
Yeah.
Who they've never seen before.
They got files. They got the file
that's
tapes.
nuts.
And who's to say that like the Timekeepers are just like chilling and just like who's on the outside of that? If they, like, I don't know.
Honestly, in the comics, I was also seeing like since they're omnipotent, they can just be assholes sometimes. So I mean,
like if there's one thing Stan Lee has done, he's like all the Omnitin beings in the Marvel universe are very horrible, but in the sense that they're doing what they think they're doing, like Galactus, the Celestials via the Eternals, all that kind of stuff. It's like they destroy planets, they destroy civilizations, but they don't care because they create their own a second later. So it's like,
yeah, and it was also interesting in regards to like that Avenger point because I saw people tweeting, they were just like, Marvel broke the universe again. And I'm like, shut the fuck up, just enjoy the goddamn show. But also
broke the universe,
because they were just like, how could Loki have known that the Avengers time traveled? But then like Loki like has a line where he's like, you could clearly smell the clone of two Tony Starks. I was like, it's pretty funny.
Loki's not an idiot, I know, right?
Yeah.
And
I mean, he's looking around like, the fuck's going on?
I think Endgame made it pretty clear that these guys are pretty bad at their whole time travel thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's why that one was a branch off like fuck up because they didn't do it right the first time. So they're like, okay,
exactly.
Right. And
yeah.
they had to go put Steve had to put the stuff back, right?
Yeah, they put it all back immediately the point they took out. So it was like, all right, so that's basically our job anyway. Fine.
Yeah. So those branches didn't explode on each other. That's why they put the
right.
time.
It makes the interesting. Yes.
Okay, what's the difference between like different Earths or different multiverse levels and a Nexus? Is a Nexus just a branch in an existing reality that just
Nexus creates the branch?
Okay.
So there's like a timeline. A Nexus activates something, goes out of time, and that creates the branch. That creates the alternate timeline.
I think it's a matter because like they were also saying like it was a like multiverses at war with each other. So I think it's like the own like Earths are multiverse timelines that are just functioning on their own. That can like branch off, and I guess you can jump between them via quantum technology, which I'm sure will be a development for King the Conqueror's time travel being, who will be in Ant-Man 3. Quantum
Definitely. A lot of there's some strong Kang references here too coming up.
Yeah, someone was saying like one of the Timekeepers looks a lot like Kang, and then I was also seeing like a point like the judge was I
I was
think
about to
like,
say,
her
yeah.
character name is someone who has a
Her
relationship
name
with Kang.
is. I wish I could pull up the image for you guys, but her name her name is Judge Renslayer. In the comic books, there's Ravonna Renslayer, who is the girlfriend of
Oh,
Kang the Conqueror. And Gugu Mbatha Raw said in an interview, let me pull up the quote. Gugu Mbatha Raw said in an interview that this series is an origin story for Renslayer, just as it is an origin story for this new version of Loki. So I think very similar to Monica Rambeau in WandaVision, we're going to see a bit more of a character arc, character journey for Renslayer here. If her name is Ravonna, okay, cool. But like the judge, we'll see Gugu Mbatha Raw's character have a character arc and journey here. But yeah, her relationship to my boy King the Conqueror, she gets killed. Her and her son gets killed. King does not like that. He wants to go back in time and stop them from dying. But of course, by going back in time and stopping somebody from dying, that goes against the Timekeepers' authority, which is why he becomes a time travel villain, because he goes against the TVA and stuff like that. So it's like, you can't mess up time just because your girlfriend died. That's why King becomes an evil guy.
Fucking watch me.
Exactly,
Right.
right? So it'll be interesting if they follow that through. I don't want her to die, of course.
Yeah.
I love Gugu Mbatha Raw. He's fantastic.
I like all these little reasons why people like break it. Of like, even I won't talk about the end scene yet, but like, oh, some guy getting rich for the oil. Like, yeah, I'll just leave it. Too much paperwork, and I'm like, too much paperwork.
Yeah, but even that, I think that was a lie too.
It was, but it was
Yeah.
just like
But yeah,
imagining
still.
like different little scenarios of like,
Yeah, how many times have they gone through that where they just like ignored it? Sometimes?
right, and I'm like, aren't you then breaking your own timeline?
Why aren't you following the company
And
manual?
also, weren't they like sentient? Are they sentient beings literally created by the Timekeepers to
Oh, the
like
Hunters?
strictly enforce the time?
I think so.
Unless they're like being, because I feel like in Loki's end, it's like a sense of like recruitment, maybe.
I thought they were I think they said they
I
were
thought they were created.
Similar to how like the
They- I
Celestials
mean, yeah,
create the
they did say
Eternals.
that.
It's
Because
like-
Owen Wilson's like, he's like, how old are you? He's like, I wouldn't have any
Oh yeah,
idea.
someone
Like,
was also pointing out that like maybe like this whole like insane like time war could have like ramifications of like what the Celestials did, because like you look in Guardians, there's like some war because there's like severed heads floating around and shit. Like maybe Eternals could touch upon that throughout the time we're going to be exploring them.
We say that again?
Well, there was a celestial war at some point, and maybe like this like type of war that they were discussing in the Miss Minutes video could be like connected with that, because we see like after damage of like that and like Guardians like severed heads and floating around and stuff.
Yeah,
so
nowhere.
maybe Eternals could touch on that, since we're going to be like having a bunch of Celestials in that.
Very true. Yeah. There's a lot of cosmic beings I can see. Like every Phase 4 movie, it seems like there's going to be a lot of cosmic activity going on.
Also, I just thought it was cool that like the animation style they went with really felt like some like really, really old school 60s Marvel cartoons that they used to have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh hell yeah, we're back. Bring in the 60s Spider-Man, let's go.
Bring it on.
Which I love that they did in the end of Spider-Verse. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah.
But yeah, he meets the Judge Renslayer.
Oh wait, do we want to do the Owen Wilson scene first?
Oh yeah. Let's do the Owen Wilson. We see him in 15 something.
France.
1500s France.
And then he
Search.
makes this like 3D cartoon walk, and I'm like, is this kid not freaked out?
Yeah, like there's no technology. Like this girl's like looking at a tree for fun.
Yeah, they're gonna reset it
Wow.
anyway. They don't care. I don't know what's up. I don't know what's up with the blue gum yet.
Oh, he said it was a gift from
a gift from the variant Loki. Yeah.
Yes. Which the little girl points at like the stained glass, saying who it was. And it's like, is it Mephisto? It's not.
horns.
I think the horns because of
Horns.
Loki's horns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Loki has those horns on his helmet on his.
it's
back.
like the perception of like what they believe like Loki. It's like when you like watch Lucifer, like that whole show is about like.
Love that show.
Yes. No, you
Never
haven't watched
seen
it. Fuck. He tricked me in 0.2 seconds. Watch it, damn it, it's great. But yeah, like there's a premise to that show where it's just like everyone's idea of like the devil is like fucking evil. He's just like, no, I punish evil. Fucking let me be my own person, damn it. Like, and kind of like what they're doing with Loki. Like everyone's like, this mischievous evil god. Like, no. He's like, we have a therapy session later, which we'll get to, which is beautiful. But
Oh
I
yeah.
love it.
stuff like that. So yeah, I don't think it's a Mephisto. The showrunners confirmed it's not Mephisto.
I'm about to say the showrunners had a quote saying like, "We didn't think of Mephisto when we were."
Unless they're
doing
lying.
Yeah,
Andy Serkis lying about Spider-Man. No, okay.
that. I love when theories have to go to people that were lying rather than people who are just telling the truth.
They've lied a lot in the past.
I mean, thanks a lot, J.J. Abrams. He really ruined the Hollywood representation.
Everything's a mystery.
Everything goes back to J.J. and Khan. But
Oh god. Was John Harrison was
yes. But anyways, this is the same group of hunters that eventually gets killed, right, in the 1800s in Oklahoma, right, where they continue on the trace of that variant Loki.
Yeah.
And get slaughtered, burnt,
We just
killed, bamboozled. But yeah, I'm just making sure that this was the same group because I'm watching it. When I was watching the show, I was like, "Is that the same group from before in the cathedral or the church?" I couldn't really tell.
And then, well, I'll like also touch on it right now. It's interesting because like the like piece of like whatever like weaponry they found was like designated in like a future time period. So it's like future tech 2. He's jumping all over, or she.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was like the year 3000 or something. It's like, why? What is this from the year 3000 doing in the 1800s? And
yeah,
it was
and
weird.
I think the big surprise, because they also didn't reveal like who's under the cloak. I think because they also address on Loki's files, he's gender fluid, as true to the comics. That like under the hood's probably going to be female Loki.
Female Loki.
That'd be cool.
Yes.
Very exciting.
Who?
Yeah. Actually, there was a point with that in like Easter egg stuff, like at the very like end credit stuff that breaks down when you're going through like the TVA files. There's like this designated thing of like this like one being like circled and then like spawning from is like 5 like under individuals from it with like different shaped heads, and that could maybe mean like, you know, our main priority has been Loki. Maybe that's like the different Lokis.
Interesting.
Because that was also rumored like there would be different ones like the female Loki,
right.
maybe Richard E. Grant.
Yeah, Richard E. Grant was a big theory too because he's in the show, and we always thought like, oh, that could be like the oldest version of Loki, a super smart Loki. I mean,
yeah.
So
I'm sure like a kid Loki or something.
I'm just so
Loki.
curious now to how this is all gonna tie with
remember,
like,
yeah,
you know, like what is the Loki plurals like, you know, different motive or like how do they each get there, you know?
I think we kind of see early examples of what their motives could be during this whole going back to where we were in the show, like when Loki's having a therapy session in terms of like what makes you guys so important, like what makes my alternate reality a fake one, why do I have to get reset? It's kind of like they want their freedom and they're going to do all they want to get their freedom or whatever, their free will, but the TVA is like, no, you need to like get reset or vaporized or whatever, and they don't want that.
But then it's like, it's so interesting because I pair that with like, then by the end of this therapy session we see, you know, Loki then kind of gets stripped down and deteriorated by the, you know, seeing his mom and seeing Thor and quite literally.
But that's mainly because Owen. I think Owen was a key factor in that. What if somebody else didn't have somebody questioning them back and forth?
Oh, no one was as caring as Owen. Like
exactly, right?
And you think this was the first Loki they were able to?
I think
detain?
for Owen, that's why the guy came to Owen like, "Yo, Owen, here's a file on Loki." And Owen's like, "Let me hurry up and go there so I can recruit this guy like crime style, so we can."
Maybe it's like a thing of like the multiverse where like other like Earth Lokis are like don't have redeemable qualities, but like we know that this Earth Loki dies.
Right, that's what I was kind of thinking too.
So he's like,
totally
all right,
true.
Here's what you were supposed to be, and if you can know that, maybe you can help us out.
And you can't go back. That being that key point of like, so...
I mean, if they send him back, he's just like it's the same fate. So like,
yeah.
Which I think eventually the show is going to realize in terms of like, I think Owen's going to realize too in the TVA is like, we can't just scrub this guy to the fate of getting choked by Thanos. Maybe we can just.
I thought you were saying like a like a Toy Story situation. Like it's time to say goodbye. Like
Yeah. No, I think
No!
Owen and them can realize, like, I think these variants should have some kind of free will. I think I'm just in general, this Loki isn't going to get choked by Thanos. Like, it's not like at the end of the show, he's like, "Peace out, guys. Time to go back to my normal timeline of getting killed."
Right? No, I
you
don't
think he's
it's gonna
going to
be-
Thor 4?
Possibly. But
But you can't. I don't know.
I started. I got to be honest, guys, and I hate doing this.
Oh no.
Nathan's going to be one happy camper. But I'm starting to lean against Loki appearing in Thor 4. I don't know.
So it's gonna be the last we see of Loki. Is what we're gonna wrap
I
up.
think the series, because they have a season 2. But I think
I don't
like,
think it'll be the last of Loki. I think like he'll just reside in his
I think he'll reside in this series.
timeline.
But he won't interact with any of our main characters.
He might feel close in it. Yeah. Just like have his own series, but just not interact with the main characters.
I found it interesting that they brought up Coulson's death, but they didn't want to mention the first.
I was weak too. Yeah, I was like, of course. I was like, are they gonna reference? Nah, they're not gonna.
Nah, it's a fucking Nexus event. It Stages of Shield is on another timeline. It still exists.
It still exists. Everybody watch Age of Shield. It's a fantastic show.
Which means, I mean, hey, if Charlie Cox is in Spider-Man, and it's part of the Netflix deal, and it's different than like the multiverse timeline. Like it's everything's
Just bring it back together. Just you can be your own timekeeper.
Everybody's a timekeeper. Yay! But so what happened after this whole judge scene? Owen grabs him. They have their talking about.
Yeah, they primarily are just like, look how you fucked up. No, it's not. It was. It was actually another interesting thing that like Owen Wilson, the drink he's drinking is a drink that was a real life drink that got discontinued. So I thought it's funny that like the TVA can like hop to like discontinued foods that you can't get anymore.
Right, like
discontinued drink.
Yeah, I forget the name of it.
Oh, start with the J, right?
Something like that,
like Jocasta.
Juice. No,
Juice.
It's like Josta, I think, or something.
something like that.
Interesting.
But yeah, that was fun. I love like they got that scene like Loki's like, I'll send you have that drink now, and Owen offers him. He's like, no. All these like little moments are so good. We also like have the DB Cooper scene, which I guess was like just for the trailer maybe, but I still it was like a really fun thing to watch. The whole like canonically in our MCU in the past, Loki was DB Cooper doing that whole heist because he lost a bet to Thor, which I also forgot. Yeah, Thor's kind of an arrogant asshole still by that point.
Right.
I mean, yeah, they're both playing jokes at each other all the time. Like we see Thor talk about the whole frog and the snake thing in Thor Ragnarok, whatever that was.
He knows how much I love snakes, so I picked it up to admire it. And he was like, "Oh, it's me!" He stabbed me.
So I think those back and forth, Thor and Loki were just playing jokes on each other.
How can Carson not love that movie?
I do like that scene. I do like
It's
that
a
scene.
great scene.
We got
It's
to
so well
whenever
directed.
we rewatch that scene. We got to.
All 23 movies.
Let's
We'll
go.
do it. We'll do it. We'll intermediate
Will we?
with like other stuff. Like, I think that would be an easier method. But
Yeah.
so, are you guys ready for the first half of WandaVision? Like, oh my god! But anyway, yeah, this is a great scene. Like they're showing like like losing's in your nature, and I was like, oh fuck, are they gonna show them like everything? And then they were sticking to like 2012, and I was like, okay, maybe not. But then they started like touching on his mom, and I was like, I didn't even consider that. Yeah, he directed the creature toward his mom indirectly. And now Thor: The Dark World makes me even sadder than it already did.
Yeah, I didn't really. I kind of forgot that part. I didn't know if they drove that home in Thor: The Dark World. If we're supposed to be like while watching that movie, like, oh, whoa, he's leading them to his mom. Because I haven't watched that movie in a long time.
He meant to send it to Thor. He was just
I remember that, but I'm just like, I didn't know. Like,
so that's all on that same day, like in Endgame, like when we go back, and then like, obviously he can't tell her that she's dying that day.
Yeah.
That hurts that scene too for me. I was like, damn, that like, ouch,
tragic. Yeah. Womp womp.
I love watching Endgame, and I was like, "Hi, motherfuckers! Now you can't skip Thor: The Dark World."
You still kind of can.
Yeah. Am I frozen?
No, you're good. You skipped out a little bit, but you're good.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Can you hear us?
Okay, I was frozen for a second. I was like,
Oh.
okay, I was like, fuck
Yeah,
crickets. Like,
You're still kind of pixelated, but you're good.
I can hear
Kinda.
you. You hear me?
Yeah, you're kind of going in and out, but we can hear you.
Oh, now he really.
Oh, now
froze.
you're frozen.
I
Holy shit!
You got that Florida man connection.
well, I think I'm back
In
now.
the swamp.
Are you,
Take it away.
Your arm was frozen.
Take it away.
but yeah, let's take it away. Because Mobius is having this like back and forth with Loki, and it reminded me of Blade Runner, the first Blade Runner, when like Decker is having like that back
right in
and
the beginning,
forth,
yeah.
with the what are they called in Blade Runner? Not not deviants. Are they all deviants?
Replicants, sorry.
Replicants. There we go. Thank you for the pool, Nick Carson. Thank you.
Just lost my own Blade Runner fandom there for a second.
Gotta watch 2049 right now.
Cinema.
But yeah, so it kind of reminded me of that. Mobius in general reminded me of a Deckard kind of character, somebody with a good moral compass. Like he doesn't like hate or he doesn't like love tracking down and killing these people because like those other hunters seemed very more like hardened than him. Like
and like they really had like some of these people. It's interesting that like the nexus of the show, if you will, will be like from Owen Wilson's side of kind of like going against the grain, and then Loki's side going against the grain. So it's very interesting to watch that.
Good point. Nathan, you back with us? Okay.
Speak.
Maybe. Bark. Wolf.
Bark. Clifford the Red Dog coming to theaters this fall.
I forget that is, yeah.
Those set photos still
Yeah.
terrifying.
Am I back? Hello? For a millisecond?
We can see you. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
I think you're frozen again.
Is there a lag? There might be a lag.
Oh.
Try coming back in and out.
Yeah, you're totally frozen.
Hello?
Again. Oh, wait. There's movement.
Yeah, I think me and Carson have seen like the same thing. It's
Take
like he's coming.
the fucking time collar off me.
Your blinks are literally like that 1/16th motion.
Hello?
Oh, he's stuck in a loop.
Hi. Take the fucking time collar off me.
Anyways, that's a good segue to
What happened after that? After he has a talk with Mobius. Mobius leaves the scene.
Mobius leaves because another Loki is causing
some kind of mischief, I think, or something.
Yeah, they're like, you're going to want to see this, and then they had to like go do something, and then Loki pickpocketed the little time spinner thing.
Yeah, is that also when he meets Casey, like with the desk and the whole Infinity Stones and all
that?
Yes,
so he goes into the hallway. You're good, Nathan.
Are you good?
The fucking time collar off me, goddammit.
Yeah, you're back.
All right, so Thor: The Dark World.
We're at the part where he's talking to Casey with the Infinity Stones and stuff like that.
Yeah, so that was interesting. It seemed like they had every stone but the Mind Stone.
That one isn't the Mind Stone the one, the yellow one?
Yeah, but
that one's hard to get.
The
Vision.
Vision.
A Soul Stone in there.
And this scene is so good because Loki starts to realize that like it's not just some sort of like mirage now. It's not some sort of trick. It's like, oh, like these are paperweights. Like this Tesseract is not even gonna do anything. Like it's crazy to see his reaction because like it's taking it so long to break his ego, and then by the time we go back, he just like succumbs and goes back to that room. Like I love how that ends instead of like him like it wasn't even really a chase. It was like he kind of went around and then they just went back.
Oh, does he have the fight scene with her after or before he watches like his death and everything.
After.
After.
Okay.
But that was pretty powerful because like he starts playing and he sees the stuff with his mom and it's really sad, and then it immediately jumps to Odin dying. Not just him dying, but like recognizing him as a son, and it's hitting him so hard, and it's like God damn it! And then you get to the Elver scene. He's like Thor's like Loki, I thought the world of you, and I'm like, why the fuck are you doing this to me, Marvel? I was having fun with wacky sci-fi, and now I'm in a fucking therapy session. Let me out. But and it's so fucking emotional, and even like him and Thor being on good terms, and it's like, everything you ever could have hoped for.
Seeing them side by side with Thor when they're fighting Hela, I'm like, oh my gosh,
it's
cool.
so good.
Oh man,
dude, that sounds so fucking ingrained. So like, you hear it, and it hurt, and seeing his face like respond to that was like, oh my god. And it was also it was framed really interestingly because like when he was they were re-showing the scene where he's telling Thanos like you'll never be a god. It was framed like Loki was talking to himself in like where he was standing on the back and forth.
Yeah,
just really fucking cool.
It's so interesting because like everyone has like their own personal time camera, and I'm like,
which is just like the studio cameras shooting the movie, but like I really like that.
It's such a meta thing. It just messes with my brain. I'm like,
like how do we hide the cuts?
How do like?
It was interesting to me because I figured we were going to see this Loki discover that he died later in the series, but to have him discover this in episode 1 really jumps off his character arc. Like the title of this episode is called "Glorious Purpose," and I think he's
fighting the real glorious purpose.
I thought
it's not ruling. It's war.
What he's going to discover for himself.
I thought it was going to keep coming back. I thought it was going to come up in this episode, but I didn't realize.
He says it. Like he said, it's like his catchphrase, and I was like, "Damn, that was nostalgic." But then, like, it has an overarching theme.
It gets new meaning. Yeah. Which is really cool. So I'm really curious to see where his character arc goes from here. That now that he knows, like, he died from a certain point, what is his reason?
What is his purpose?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we see at the end of this episode, there's a variant killing people. So, like, what's his motivation going to be to track them down? So.
Yeah, and it was I loved like the old school looking like technology they're using, like these like different like tapes and stuff.
Oh yeah, when his timeline runs out, it's like the film tape, and it rings around, and it's like the end
of file.
Oh, that was awesome.
It was really cool. It was just interesting note of just like nerd shit being broken out of like the different things written down on like across the tape.
Right. It's like here's a little Loki checkpoint, like.
No, it was like it was weird because like it had like a label that was like ETH-616, and I was like, oh shit, but also this is not Earth 616. I know, like
I think Feige established like this is not 616, like that's just a comic book thing.
It is Earth 199999.
Whatever.
They couldn't fucking round up one. They really couldn't. Made my job easier, but yeah, because I remember, like, Mysterio says in Far From Home, but, like, he's faking it. So I was like, no. But then, like, they right here, and I'm like, no. I don't know, man. It's probably just, like, fun detail. You're not supposed to take it that seriously.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yeah.
It is, like, just pretty cool that they have stuff like that, though. But, yeah, then he does have that fight where he swaps colors. And, you know, honestly, while some people are laughing, I think it's fucking terrifying to be glitched that much.
That's pretty funny.
That's terrifying.
It is.
He's like,
I thought he was gonna break it. I'm like, oh my god.
I did too, because she just stops like, showing up, and I'm like, luckily she appears in the hallway, but it's like, shit.
Yeah, dang.
Does that screw you up? Like, anyway,
tragic.
Then we get Owen Wilson back, right?
Yeah.
He comes back in the room.
Yeah, because she's ready to kill him.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, he has the stick. It's not like, I don't think it's set to reset though. It's more like a stun thing. There's 2 settings for it. But yeah, then like Loki starts to just like open up about it. Like, yeah, I did try to escape, but it's like, I don't like killing people. It's just like something I have to do to like stand out and stuff to be like recognized at all. And he was like, harkening back to what he was saying of like, just like the facade of like the weak, but like he's the weak one, and it just like fuck, dude, like He's so vulnerable, so good.
He really is. It kind of like, he went through a lot of what we saw the original Loki go through in such a short amount of time. But even then, like, is this character as redeemable as Loki was at the end of Infinity War or beginning of Infinity War? It's kind of hard to tell where he is right now.
Right. I think he is, in the sense that, like, he always had that, like, bottled up in him, and he's just like he was placed through these adventures, but like slowly but surely he was opening up more to Thor. But then, like, when he sees, like, actually getting that recognition from all of his family and stuff, and like who he ends up being, I think he like fully realizes like he's out of time anyway, so it's just like he doesn't have like the life he thought, and it really like big therapy breakthrough. Yeah. Like
put in perspective, it like put him up an echelon in terms of perspective on his own life. Yeah. It's up to him now, or will the show like what his perspective is going to be and what he's going to choose to do going forward? Because I do think there'll be points in this show where, you know, that he may realize or be persuaded or kind of like, oh, that's interesting, raised by, you know, different Lokis or whoever it's going to be.
I think, like, morally he's going to be good, but he's still going to be pretty mischievous. I mean, because even like in Ragnarok,
of course,
even in like Ragnarok, he's a good guy and he's like helping out, but he's like, oh shit, Tesseract, like, take it. So you know,
he's still gonna be playing jokes and stuff and being like, is he really with us? Nah, or like you can't really tell. It reminds me, this whole dynamic with him and Mobius, kind of like a lot of the other crime procedurals you see, where it's always a straight guy with a weird, quirky sidekick. Like if you guys have watched Mentalist or like Lie to Me, or some of the other like crime shows where it's just like, oh,
some of the other shows.
Evan streams them all.
Elementary.
Elementary is one of them too. Yeah, it's like you always have like the straight person, and then like the quirky sidekick. White Collar was one I liked. I liked White Collar a lot. If you guys have ever seen that,
Burn Notice.
White Collar. It's on the same channel as Burn Notice. It was on what is it called?
That? When I just said Burn Notice because like I was thinking Wacky Sidekick for Burn Notice. I was like Bruce Campbell,
Say it.
Yeah, I forget the channel right now. That's gonna bug me, but whatever. But yeah, thank you, Carson. But yeah, that's pretty much it with that. But then we fast forward to the post-credit scene.
USA Network.
USA, yeah.
Yep. They show Law and Order on there, yeah.
They do reruns.
Yeah.
Good
logo.
Good logo, yeah. There were a lot of sunglasses in that channel. Just a lot of sunglasses.
In that channel.
Every show, it's just a lot of sunglasses. But yeah, the final scene, we kind of already talked about it, was the Loki variant trapping the hunters and killing them. And that's who Loki has to go after. So yeah, I definitely think this is the female version of Loki. Like in the trailers, they're like in this purple-ish world, and Loki sitting next to somebody else, and it looks like the world is like disappearing or whatever. It looks visually incredible.
I remember there was like a crumbled one of the timelines they visited is like a crumbled Avenger tower.
Yeah, that one too. That was a different one, but yeah. So there's gonna be a lot of like crumbling multiverses and stuff. Like this show is gonna get crazy. I can't wait.
Maybe those are like timelines that like the Lokis were chasing were originally on that they like leapt out of for their own benefit.
Maybe possible. Definitely possible.
We shall certainly see. I'm excited.
Me too.
There's only 6 episodes this season?
Yep, we have 5 episodes left.
But I'm assuming they're all going to be that 50-minute mark-ish.
Oh, yeah.
With no more 7-minute credits. WandaVision.
I kept looking for a post-credits. I still was looking. I was like, oh, is it over? Like,
I let it play out. I was just like, I'm better safe than sorry. I fucking missed that shield building and credit scene in Winter Soldier from Wyatt Russell.
I did too. That was ridiculous. Why was it?
Oh man, but yeah, it's exciting. This the 3rd installment of Phase 4. What? Already here.
And it's crazy. It's the TV shows they're leading it. It's crazy.
In just this year, we're getting Eternals, Black Widow, Shang-Chi, What If, Spider-Man. Hawkeye, and Miss Marvel, and Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man. 6 more projects in 6 more months. That's insane.
Let's go.
So
It's
much.
insane. 6 a
We're not
month,
gonna be able
6
to keep
more
up.
projects. Not at all. Yeah, we're canceling the podcast. We can't keep up
Canceling.
with everything.
So
Yeah.
we're starting a third one.
Oh.
Marvelous hype. Marvelous multiverse. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna turn into a network. The bills will start getting paid. We'll all quit our jobs.
Marvel Cinematic Shills. That's what
If that happens, hell yes. I'd rather
That would
come
be
on here
amazing.
5 days a week. I know.
Oh, we got some screeners in? Hell yeah.
Yeah, we go into press screenings. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the life.
Wow.
We shall see.
We shall see.
We won't, but
Hey,
we shall see.
rebellions are built on hope. And
I know,
so are
Nathan, come
podcasts,
on.
damn it.
People forget the very next line is "There is no hope."
Jeez.
Jesus.
Let the girl speak.
But
shape
we have a
her
lot of.
balls
Oh, God. I can't quote that movie at all because I have no idea what. I haven't watched that movie since 2016, so
That's crazy.
couldn't help you out there.
It's not my favorite, but I still rewatched it at least 3 or 4 times.
Well, 3 or 4.
Yeah,
Is
easily.
Nathan frozen again?
No, he's in disbelief of your. No, I'm just kidding. I think he actually is
Did
frozen.
that shock him that badly?
You turned him to stone, Medusa.
I was like, you haven't watched Rogue One?
Oh no.
I time colored him. Shit.
Oh no.
But yeah, I think that solves it for Loki.
Yeah. Overall, good first episode. It kind of surprised me how much it was just in that one room of just like breaking down everything. Oh my God, there's 2 Nathans.
I know. I was like, "The fuck is this glitch?"
Yeah,
it's a variant timeline. No.
Nice.
Don't worry, guys. We got him.
Wait, are you speaking as if you just killed one? What is going?
No, not kill. Reset.
Ah, yeah, sure. Put it nicely.
But killed. Yeah. There's a lot of movie news though to
Yes.
discuss here. Where do you guys want to start?
Justin Litna.
Yeah.
We kind of
Also,
already talked about it. Justin Lin's getting an NBC/Peacock.
let me
show.
just say that quick one because I don't know if you put it on the list. There was another Knives Out casting of the girl from Outer Banks. I have not seen the show Outer Banks.
My mom watched it. She's like, Evan, I like this show, Outer Banks. I don't know why I'm talking like my grandma, but no.
It's pretty crazy.
My mom doesn't talk like that.
I watched
But,
people do commentary highlights on it. I was like, okay, it's pretty.
I heard it's decent, so I should probably watch it now. Fuck, thank you, Ryan. Now I gotta watch another show just for one actress.
Is that how that works?
So,
That's how it works. I gotta do my research.
Outer Banks star Madeline Klein. Let's see.
Madeline.
It's her first major studio role following the hit show Outer Banks. So our complete cast as of now is Dave Bautista, Janelle Monáe, Catherine Hahn, Leslie Odom Jr., Kate Hudson, Edward Norton, and now Madeline Klein. Let's see if there's any news about plot details are unknown. Production set this summer in Greece. Stuff we already know.
Yep. And Edward Norton's the killer. Oh, spoiler alert.
Too obvious, but so was Chris Evans.
I know, right?
Klein also
but then they
appeared
were like,
in-
another layer, and I was like, you're right.
She also appeared in the movie Boy Erased, which I think is a Lucas Hedges movie.
Did I see Boy Erased? I did.
That was with Nicole
She's in
Kidman
that.
and Russell Crowe.
Nicole Kidman,
Yes.
Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe was big in that one.
Yeah,
Right?
so she's in that movie.
Was that good?
It was good. It was during that same like season where there's so many gay conversion movies, like Boy Erased. What was? Oh, Ben is back, right? Ben back. Ben is back. Something like
I think
that.
so. Yeah.
With something, and then there was also that same season that Timothée Chalamet did the drug rehab movie.
With Steve Carell, right?
With Steve Carell and my girl from Booksmart, Katie, whatever her name is from Booksmart.
Also, to revert to Loki real quickly again, I just saw this article.
Tom Hiddleston enjoys Knives Out too.
No, it was just about the performance of the show. It's this, so it's kind of like a Samba TV, they track like everyone who's basically watched on a smart TV mostly. So there's a lot of caveats because it doesn't include like mobile viewers or whatever. It measures streaming viewership in 3 million smart TVs households if they tune into the show for 5 minutes. Anyways, Loki's first day beat out Falcon and Winter Soldier and WandaVision. Loki's 890,000 households bested the first day of Falcon and Winter Soldier, 759,000 in WandaVision's 655,000. It's just very interesting because we're just gaining momentum with the Marvel shows. Obviously, those aren't complete.
I think we're gaining momentum with the Disney Plus shows in general.
In general, yeah.
WandaVision was bigger than Mando Season 2, and Mando Season 2 was bigger than Mando, and then it's like, hey guys, I guess, bigger. As time goes on, I think more people are buying TVs and
I think you got more subscriptions.
I think that's how life works. Yeah. Shocking.
Oh wait, there was another Easter egg.
Oh great, yeah, cool stat. What?
There's another Easter egg in Loki. Kind of. One variant was being like escorted by a TVA agent, and they looked very similar to Peggy Carter. In like.
Nope.
God damn it, Carson. No, like it was. I don't think it was like Haley Atwell or anybody, but like she was like dressed like exactly how Peggy was at one point, like the same hairstyle and everything. And you know, like, there was some Cap foolery happening in that game. It makes you curious, like what happened, if anything.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, there's some people who thought that like Loki confirmed that Cap actually went back in time and not into an alternate multiverse, and we're like, no, that's not true.
I think if anything, they probably like adjustment bureaued Cap to like make sure he didn't like stray off anything. It's fine because he was like, I fixed all these branch timelines. We'll let him have this.
Yeah, we're not following the writer's idea of what happened in Endgame. We're following
and they wrote it. They wrote it. I'm so mad.
Nathan's still mad.
I stay pressed. Their own logic they can't follow.
Yeah, I didn't know about that for Knives Out too. So I forgot to add that for Knives Out too. So that's interesting.
But yes, now we can go to the top of this. We got Issa Rae. Let's do this.
As Spider-Woman in Into the Spider-Verse 2, who was kind of teased like 1 year ago. I forget when. Right. They tweeted out that whole like very quick like montage of all the Spider-Man symbols. And people are like, did this mean like each symbol is going to be in Into the Spider-Verse 2? One of those symbols was Spider-Woman. So people are like, oh, is she going to be in here?
It makes sense. It's like,
it makes sense.
Like, of the alternate Spider people, she's like, was one of the, like, maybe like the first like Spider variant person in the main comics.
I think so. I'm terrible with Spider variants.
I'm reading.
I mean, she doesn't have a very overly similar power set to Peter Parker. Like it's kind of like her own thing.
Yeah, Jessica Drew is her name.
Yeah. She's an Agent of Sword.
It says after her mother, pregnant with Jessica, was struck with a beam of radiation containing the DNA of several different types of spiders, Jessica Drew developed superhuman powers that shown several different types of or different superhuman speed, stamina, agility, and reflexes.
Yeah. I think she had one power that Peter doesn't have, but I can't remember.
She can fly, can't she?
Maybe that's it.
Jessica also possesses, I guess, smell, which like in the comics it allowed her to distinguish a life model decoy from the real Nick Fury, which probably Peter could do too. But
love me some life model decoys. Everybody watch Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. season 5.
Ooh.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh wait, isn't like that lady
or 6?
Oh, it also produces her body produces bioelectrical energy, which she can
discharge
from her hands.
There we
go. She refers to these discharges as venom blasts.
Yes.
Oh, kind of like what Miles does?
Miles has something very similar to her. Yeah. But Miles also has invisibility, which she does not have.
Everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got a gimmick now.
Spider-Gwen is also different because hers aren't electronic. Like hers are actual, like from her body.
Mm-hmm.
What, the webs?
The webs, yeah.
She has organic webs?
I think so. Pretty sure. I could be wrong.
I've never seen it addressed, so.
But also, recently, Spider-Gwen has been using, it's really gross, but she's been using like these venom spiders as her powers. It's complicated. Everybody read Spider-Gwen. Great series.
Is she like Ant-Manning spiders? Like,
yes, like her costume is made out of like spiders. It's weird.
oh, that's
It's really cool. And then Silk, of course, is different. Where Silk has like she webs her clothes like.
and like the webs at the fingertips.
Exactly. Yeah, it's really cool. I hope Silk is on board for Into the Spider-Verse as well. He's one of
I
my
would
favorites
love
as well.
that. Absolutely.
And of course, yeah.
And Spider-Woman is the Olivia Wilde movie, right?
Rumored movie, yeah.
Yep.
But she's doing
Is it
that one
really?
movie with Thomas and Mackenzie first. So
But man, I'm so excited for this Issa Rae. She's doing everything.
yeah, so that
Probably the
means
most
like
booked and busy person in Hollywood right now.
Issa Rae.
She has look at her IMDb. She has like because she does her production company or whatever.
Yes,
She has so many like HBO shows and there was another thing.
she
in the
has like
news today.
two.
I'm pulling this up.
Pull it up. But she's definitely not the most booked and busy person in Hollywood.
I swear, every other day.
How many variant Spider people do we see being in this sequel? Like, do you see like our original Spider crew returning?
That's a great question because I'm like the beauty of the first one was that there was so many characters, but each character had a great
own
screen
moment.
presence. They had their moment, a little bit of an arc there, especially with Spider-Gwen and Peter Parker. So I don't know. I really hope we get Spider-Gwen a lot in this one. I like their chemistry together. But I hope I think we're getting the original cast and like 2 or 3 more. Oscar Isaac, Spider-Man 2099, Spider-Woman, and maybe somebody else with additional small cameos from like Ben Reilly, Peter Parker, or Ben Reilly Spider-Man, or
Ooh, Scarlet Spider would be cool.
Yeah, it's
Ben Reilly
but,
Scarlet Spider would be dope.
I'm reading the
Love
Hollywood
him.
Reporter article, and I'm just so excited that Phil and Chris co-wrote the sequel script along with it looks like David Callahan, who either wrote or co-wrote
Soul?
Shang-Chi.
Oh, Shang-Chi. Yeah.
Oh, wait. Sorry, Evan. You played Spider-Man 2018.
I did.
Did you platinum it?
I platinumed it.
So you have all the suits.
I have all the suits. Yes.
What's your preferred Scarlet Spider suit? The red and black one or the blue?
I
hoodie?
wear the Scarlet Spider one a lot, but I think the hoodie one.
The hoodie one is like I think the most iconic because it was like the first look. But
Yeah.
it's just it looks so cool.
It looks badass. Yeah, I love it.
Sideways spider, no sleeves.
Yeah, I'm very confident in this movie. This is coming out next November, right? Like it's up there for my most
2022.
anticipated. Like I think I have Mission Impossible, Into the Spider-Verse 2, then Batman for vying for those top
2022.
3. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, we also have a Cruella sequel in early development.
What?
We've all seen Cruella now, right?
Yes.
Carson,
What? No.
last time we were here, you had not seen Cruella.
I had not seen it. I've been
You were
enlightened.
dissing us because of that one scene, but now you've been enlightened.
How do you feel?
How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel redeemed. Born bad. Anyways, that monologue by the fountain, dude, so good.
I love it.
Emma Stone. I've said it like 7,000 times since we saw this last week.
Icon.
But yeah,
She's
she
the
just
best.
doesn't miss. She just doesn't miss.
Watch Aloha. She missed.
No, watch movie 43. Everyone missed.
Hey, stop it. Anyway, everyone misses. All right.
But true, yeah. Emma Stone less so than others. She's the best.
Yeah,
You know
and the side characters. The side characters were great too. I really.
Yeah,
liked
Paul
side
Walter
characters.
Hauser was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
The music
Loved him.
overbearing, but also very good.
So I'm not wrong, right? Like, there's some moments where I'm like, let me breathe a little bit. Like,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
early on in the
Carson,
movie.
you
it was
said
just
needle
like,
drops me down.
boom,
You-
boom.
I
You're
did,
boom.
and I liked all of it. I'm just saying it was overbearing.
It was a bit overbearing because you could hardly hear Nicholas Butel's score sometimes. It was just hit after hit after hit. And I'm just like,
I remember I finished watching. It was like with the last screening of the night. I was walking out and like one of my supervisors was like standing off to the side watching the credits go, and the music credits were like kept going. He was like, "Oh my god!" Like
Yeah.
it's pretty funny.
But anyways, based on the post-credit scene, well, spoilers for anyone watching if you're not seeing Cruella.
Oh wow, yeah. Spoiler alert for Cruella.
I want this to just go its own way. I don't like. Obviously everyone's like, oh, the Dalmatians now, like, but she's a different Cruella.
She owns the Dalmatians at this. Well, no, she's giving them out, but like she still owns.
She only owns like 3, right?
Yeah, like they had a litter of puppies, so like they're like giving them out.
Right. But anyways, I see her going down a much different path because of just who she is in this movie, and I'm glad that it's heading. I think it's heading a different direction. I don't think they're gonna do. I think it's just gonna continue this like reimagining story of just moving forward with this trajectory.
I want more fashion war. That's
instead of trying to fit into like a different thing that's already been done.
Yeah, I was nervous when this first got announced because I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? Especially when I didn't really like the post-credit scene because this is such a Cruella-centered movie, and the post-credit scene's like, oh yeah, and because Cruella's a Dalmatians character, here's some Dalmatians for you guys. And I'm just like, okay, cool, I guess. Like, why does she care? It just seemed very out of place for me. But I'm with you. I hope this goes in a unique direction. Preston from our group chat kind of like centered me on the fact that like, this has a lot of potential if they go into a more unique direction.
Yeah.
Go away
and
from.
I think of the end scene in the mansion too, of just like it's like a new empire kind of deal of like a new world for her.
Empire.
Nathan has left the chat.
I want to leave after that. Every time I make a Star Wars reference now, I die inside.
Oh my gosh!
Because I'm just like I'll be watching the Bad Batch and I'll say random shit like that. I'm just like, I'm a husk of a fan.
I guess good soldiers follow orders. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, I'm scared. I'm scared, dude. I'm sorry.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's too much sidebar.
But
yeah, like, I knew it. He was going.
Isn't that tonight? Fuck.
Oh my gosh! Content. Too much content. But yeah, so yeah, I'm with you guys. I hope I hope Cruella goes into a unique direction. Cruella Stone. It's pretty hot. I like that name. So
that's a new podcast.
I hope so.
Cruella.
Cruella Devil.
She's Emma. We're the crew. Cruella.
I would gladly be in the crew. And I wouldn't complain like those two fuckers. I wouldn't care. I'll do whatever you. I'll do whatever you want.
Please smash my cereal bowl again, please.
Please. I'll burn along this building with you. I don't give a fuck. Maybe that's a bit too much. Love you.
And what's his face? Stanley Tucci in this movie.
You mean Mark Strong?
Whatever his name. Whatever the fuck his name. The bald guy.
Mark Strong.
Stanley Tucci.
Oh my gosh.
Stanley Tucci's voice ain't that deep.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Anywho, he was good. He saved her from the fire.
He was good.
He's, like,
He's good in everything.
There's a mystery box.
Oh yeah.
Open it up, and then I was like, dang, like
lineage.
Rise of Skywalker-ish, but I'm like, I'm rolling with it because it, I guess, kind of does stuff. I don't know.
The lineage didn't make her like. It didn't make her too important. Like she was still her own person in a way. She was just like you can just kind of see the parallel between her and Emma Thompson. Yeah. Well, I love that back and forth. By the way, they had a fantastic dynamic in the movie. Every time they were together on screen, I'm like, this movie A+. Yeah. Like when she was the protege learning stuff and they're having dinner together talking about stuff.
Dude, Emma Thompson is so good at this kind of role. Like it's scary how good she is.
And then you see her in Prisoner of Azkaban, and you're like, what?
Right. Did she return for the sequel?
Is she not dead?
No, she got arrested.
She got arrested. Yeah, okay.
I'm here for it. Give me a prison break.
I'm not.
Prison break heist. Let's go.
I want Cruella to go up against the Sinister Six.
Put her
of the Disney Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, now you're back in the building, Nathan. Now I'm in. But
Kingdom Hearts. You said.
Keep her in prison, but use her sparingly. Use her like as a character. You know the trope where the hero goes to prison to meet the bad guy.
What's his name? What's his name in No Time to Die?
Rami Malek.
No. Christopher Waltz.
Yeah, Christoph Waltz.
Like, remember he visits him in jail, so it's like heroes tend to visit their villains in jail when they can't think of a good strategy.
Yeah.
So like I can kind of see that happening. It happened in Legend of Korra as well. Anyways, what's the next news story? There's a lot. Black Panther 2 real quick.
Yes.
Black Panther 2 was villain.
Another report for Namor, but also
Cruella spoilers are over.
No viewers right now. Yeah, there was a we kept having a rumor of Namor, but now it's like rumor casting with somebody.
Yeah, people have been theorizing Namor for Black Panther 1, and now they're theorizing it again for Black Panther 2.
All right,
but this one seems pretty.
Break down who this character is. I don't know who this is.
Namor was termed Marvel's first mutant because he was kind of Marvel's first mutant that was
He's
created.
like Aquaman, right?
I mean, you're not wrong, but
he's aquatic based. He's also very.
He's half Atlantean, half human, just like Aquaman.
I can't remember if he's like hero or anti-hero, but I know
anti-hero. He's teamed up.
He's very
with,
hard ass type. He's not a very friendly being.
He's not a member of the Avengers. Let's say that.
He's a member of the Illuminati, isn't he?
We see Atlantis in the Marvel
anti-Illuminati.
Oh, okay.
Illuminati in the Marvel. We see it again, Carson?
I'm talking about Atlantis. Sorry,
we see Atlantis in Marvel Comics. Yes.
Okay, that's just it.
Atlantis is open domain again because it's a mythological entity.
Namor the Submariner.
Yeah, but again, he's called the first mutant because Stan Lee created him before he created Apocalypse. People are like, but Apocalypse is the first mutant. Mm-hmm. Apocalypse historically is the first mutant, but Stan Lee created Namor before he created Apocalypse.
In publishing, he was the first mutant.
Thank you, Nathan. That's the easier way.
And
to say
how in the hell does he fit into Wakanda?
Big time. Wakanda is the most technologically, royalty. But Wakanda is the most technologically advanced country in the world.
Yes.
However, there's a asterisk because Atlantis is the most technologically advanced city. Mm-hmm. It just happens to be underwater.
Yep.
And they've always had some skirmishes, because some Black Panther people killed some Atlanteans, so Black Panther or Namor hated that. Speaking of Secret Wars, in the lead up to Secret Wars, there was what was it? Avengers versus X-Men. Avengers versus X-Men, all about this. What's it called? The Sun Force. What is it called, Nathan? Inside Jean Grey.
The Phoenix.
Phoenix Force. I said Sun Force. The Phoenix Force.
I was like, are you talking about Sunspot? What the fuck's going on?
Nathan's like, I don't know this answer. What are you talking about? And then you're like, oh, I do know this answer.
I was like, oh, fuck, my database.
Let me go to the files. But the Phoenix Force came inside Namor. Namor literally just started going to town on Wakanda. It was pretty badass. But not
with the Phoenix inside of him?
With the Phoenix inside of him, which is pretty crazy. So a lot of Wakandans died.
Doesn't Namor have wings on his ankles? I thought he did.
I don't think so.
I can't remember. I feel like
maybe one variant. But anyways, so then Shuri as Black Panther retaliated by killing a lot of Black Panther people. And then in the lead up, or not Black Panther, she ended up killing a lot of Atlanteans. In the lead
up too much.
In the lead up to Secret Wars, Black Panther stabs Namor, throws him into a multiverse that's going to perish very soon. And that was the last we saw of Namor. But then he's back in the Marvel reboot because that's how they do it.
Because the TVA said nope.
I wonder where specifically.
But Namor is known to be an anti-hero, so I think if he's going to be in this movie, they're not going to kill him off like they did stupidly.
No. Yeah, I don't think it'll be a thing of he's going to be a villain all the time.
Like a mustache twirling villain.
I could totally see
if it's a common threat thing. I'm sure he'll team up later on.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. But my indication with the vibe I'm getting is you lean in. I don't know how they're gonna handle Chad in universe.
People are thinking Namor could easily explain how Black Panther died by just saying Namor killed his ass.
I
really don't want that.
I don't want that. I would rather have him like come in like after whatever the death or the king went away or whatever they choose to do, and then kind of like, oh, like, do you guys like kind of act like, do you guys need some help? Like, you know, I know we fought before, like the kind of classic anti-hero bit of like fronting, and then something happens where, you know, Shuri and crew has to figure out like, you know, can we really trust it, or we can't trust this guy, but we never trusted this guy, but we got to figure out. He
does have wings on his feet.
He's got wings.
Wow, nice fool. I didn't know that.
But that's so interesting because again, all this Wakanda stuff is just so much lore that I had just no idea about, and I'm learning more about.
Yeah, I was curious like how this would go, because if it's like a king hierarchy thing, like do you think like it would be like Namor against Shuri in that case, or like, well, because again, I've also said I don't want.
Right.
Shuri's
Like,
not going to be the lead of this movie.
No, I mean like I wanted to do like the Shuri Black Panther route, but I didn't want. Again, I keep saying I don't want
that.
But again, I also said like I don't want them to kill off T'Challa in universe at all. Do you think like they'll have like?
I think they might. I wouldn't be opposed to them killing him off in universe. Like I wouldn't. I just don't want him to be like, oh, he got killed off by Namor.
Yeah.
I could just say like, oh, he passed away.
No, but I don't want that
something
either.
else.
Like I feel like we keep doing that, and you don't need to.
You did it one time with Princess Leia.
No, not one.
What's the alternative? What do you think the alternative? He went away.
Because if he's still here, then it just creates way too many questions.
Well, no, I was wondering like, do you guys ever see like if they like have like a Black Panther sequence where like it's T'Challa's Black Panther, but because it's like in suit, you can just like
You can
say it's
easily
him?
do it, and then have him do what?
Well, I'm not saying like him being like a main focus role because again, I like to imagine like you can call him off to other important like kingly duties. But like if you need him to like make an appearance real quick as the Black Panther, maybe you could.
They could,
but voice
keep the
though.
mask.
I don't want it. I don't want
Well,
because
I don't even think he has to speak necessarily. And
like if he's like in an action sequence, I could see that, but I don't think they do that. I do not.
yeah, I feel like that's like a big stretch. Like if they ever,
I just feel if you keep him alive, like if this was like the last movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, maybe they could keep him alive.
Right, but this is
But
completely opening up
this is
Black Panther's universe here with the show confirmed and like another
the
show
show's
rumored.
So then there's always going to be the question from viewers if you keep him alive, being
Yeah.
like, could he show up in here? Could they have some kind of way to
Tie him in.
I feel
Tie
like
him
viewers
in
should be
here.
smart enough to know like, don't expect him because we know what happened.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
It's
It's
I
tough.
would hate to be Ryan right now.
I think it's also like weird thematically when you look at the character because like they went through like the subplot of Black Panther like oh he's over the cliff he's gone but we found him
Mhm.
and like oh the snap happened he's triumphantly back. I don't want to take him out again.
It's
You're right.
tough.
You're right. Yeah.
But it's
hard.
so weird because they pivoted so like not fast, but like I'm still shocked this movie is coming out next year for how everything has happened.
They've
Like,
hardly delayed filming. Yeah.
they've hardly delayed, and that makes me think that like they've just maintained course, but somehow found like the reason quickly, which is amazing. But it's like I'm so curious, like what made them click and say, "Hey, we don't need to like rework an entire." It's so fascinating. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think they like swapped a character out like.
You can't just
But
swap
then who do you
T'Challa,
swap? Yeah,
though.
I know. So
I
it's-
think like in terms of lead because I think for any movie, like I think I've always been saying like the leads are going to be all the supporting side characters,
Mhm.
but I think if they really need like a lead character for audiences to grab onto, you just use Lupita Nyong'o. I know people like Shuri because in the comic book Shuri is a sister.
Lupita
But
deserves
Lupita
a blockbuster head
she's the-
role.
She's the best
so good.
actress in that crew easily.
Yeah,
I mean, she's
yeah.
the best actor along with Daniel Kaluuya like in that group. But I think since she had the closest relationship to him, like, but in a non-familial way, I think she could really lead the crew in a way, and Shuri
think-
can remain like the sidekick.
Do you think Lupita Nyong'o's coming back?
Oh, 1,000%. I think she is. Yeah, she
Yeah,
talked
she's
about it.
already.
Wait, that's who we just talked about, right?
Yeah. Who are you talking about? Denai Guerrero?
Yeah, I meant Lupita Nyong'o, but like, I guess not.
Yeah.
You were just talking. I was like, my brain was focusing on Denai Guerrero because she like has been in so many of these now.
Yeah. But yeah, I think everybody's coming back. Everybody that was in the first one's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is Michael B. Jordan back?
I mean, if they didn't stupidly kill him off, he could be the easy.
Got
I don't say.
TVA, baby.
I don't want to say replacement for Chadwick, but I'm just like, if they need a new Black Panther, he's your guy. I mean, that's just slam dunk for Black Panther.
Right.
but
Yeah.
they kill him off.
See,
The redemption we could have had.
someone was
Right, Nathan? Right?
Someone pointed out like that handshake between M'Baku and T'Challa and Infinity War, but imagine like instead of M'Baku, it was Killmonger.
Oh
Like,
my god.
Why did they kill him off? Like, I was having this argument with my friend at work, and they were like, well, he killed so many people. I'm like, fuck off.
Everyone
Like,
has.
Everybody has.
You know, if
I
people
don't-
Tony Stark killed.
I know, right? Let's see
So
his
many.
receipts. So yeah, but there still is a way. It's the freaking Black Panther weird mythology. They could do anything to bring
Right.
him back. I think he's gonna be in the sequel anyways.
Ancestral
me to it.
plane.
Ancestral plane, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Do you put him into like T'Challa into like a deep sleep in the plane or whatever, or something, or
like
a
what happened with
ceremonial?
Odin in Thor 1?
I don't know, something where he's like, I feel like it's kind of disingenuous if he's just in a permanent coma, but something more like.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I like the idea of like T'Challa being too busy king-wise, whatever may cause that, to like be the Black Panther.
But
I can't buy it.
What would be more important than his own country?
Right?
With
No, I mean, like, yeah,
hey, Black Panther, we're fighting Atlanteans.
No, yeah, the
help
focus.
us out.
No, yeah, the focus could be on the country for sure.
and
but
he's like, "Oh, I'm in Brooklyn. Like, help me out." Like,
no, I mean just like T'Challa being more focused in like the political aspect of Wakanda rather than just the bare knuckle brawling and all that.
I agree with you, Nathan. I agree with your sentiments, but I just think they gotta have him.
It's tough.
I think for me, they have to have him gone by the time the movie starts.
As long as he doesn't just pull a Leia and just like skirt out.
We don't mention that.
Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Which no, they're not gonna be doing that because
Stop being Black Panther to save Shuri. That's why.
And Shuri's still dying.
So.
Damn it. To save Killmonger, I mean.
Yeah, they all die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, we never said who was rumored as the cast for the guy, the Atlantean.
Namor is going to be the villain that they cast earlier from Narcos Mexico.
What
is that guy? I can't. I'm going to butcher it. I cannot tell you.
I'll just look up Narcos.
Yeah, look up Narcos Mexico. Narcos Mexico specific.
Narcos is cast. No, that's just.
Narcos is a different show, but Narcos Mexico. Look up Narcos Mexico Wakanda. You'll find it.
Just look up Namor cast.
I can probably pull it up faster since I watched the show. His name is. There he is. Tanac. Yeah, Tanac Huerta.
Okay.
Tanac Huerta.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Thank you.
Your certified Hispanic white guy agrees.
I took 4 years of Spanish, baby.
It's more than me, and my last name's Rojas.
Oh, he's gonna be in the Purge forever. Oof.
The Forever Purge.
Forever
I fucking
Purge,
die
okay.
every time I see that trailer.
The trailer is garbage.
The way he says it is just I can't
It is
stop
bad.
laughing.
I'm like, this is supposed to be a joke. Like
That
wow.
trailer was horrible.
Ironically, it
It's
makes me
horrible.
want to watch the franchise just to see what's up.
The first two is okay. Third one is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
This guy's Inspector?
Tanakh?
Yeah.
Huh.
He is. You'll love get a cake into this. He's the Mexican man in The Lift.
Oh no.
Oh, that would have credit.
Oof, that's pretty bad. Other news though we have here, John Wick 4 is adding Bill Skarsgård to the crew.
Hey.
This cast just keeps.
Did you ever talk about Donnie Yen joining?
We talked about
last
Donnie
week?
Yen.
We talked about it last week.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I made
Bill
sure.
Skarsgård. Yeah, Bill Skarsgård joining the cast. He's really good.
Could
Bobby
also
crossed
see him
his eyes.
being. I don't
Do
know.
you see him
do
being a
guys-
hero or villain? What do you think?
I think both. I think he's a.
Ooh, double cross.
I think an informant.
I'm with Nathan. I can't see.
Yeah.
He's too slimy, right?
Yeah, he's not like
Slimy.
top-
You could just say
He's not like
Steve.
top
What?
of the board. He's not gonna be
I
top
know
of
he's
the
Pennywise,
board.
but what the fuck?
He's not gonna be top of the board or whatever it's called. He's gonna be like.
wanna
high
make-
table.
Dude, I
He's
want
gonna
to
be
make
like
a movie
serving the high table in some way. That's my prediction.
off topic, but I want to make a movie with like every Skarsgård together.
We were close one time, right? Wasn't Alexander and Bill in one movie, or in Stellan? I forget one. Maybe making that up. But yeah, we need an Alexander, Bill, Stellan all in one movie.
Are they all related?
I think so. Yeah, brothers and father.
Nice.
Yeah,
They look
Yeah.
so different.
they really do.
Yeah.
Bill Skarsgård was almost going to be Tarzan. Just kidding.
That's not.
I forgot that Stellan was in the Pirates of the Caribbean films.
Who is he in that?
He's Will Turner's father.
Will
Whoa!
Yeah.
I gotta rewatch those movies. It's been a hot minute.
Let me,
Commentary.
Oh shit!
Let me go to these 2020.
I've been planning that.
I know.
So
And I'm
John
actually
Wick
excited.
4. John Wick 4 is the same day as Mission Impossible 7?
Oh, it went
Oh.
from Matrix
No
4
way.
to Mission Impossible 7? No way.
No, it's not.
I swear to God, I'm looking at the release date. May 6th, Thor Love and Thunder. May 20th DC League of Super Pets and Legally Blonde 3. May 27th, John Wick 4 and Mission Impossible 7. June 10th, Jurassic World
you.
Dominion.
Can shit stop moving like on top of each other, please?
I don't believe you, Carson.
Where's my screen? I'm not hallucinating.
May 27th, John Wick 4 and Mission Impossible 7. Told you guys.
Anyway.
Get out.
I didn't know that was happening. That's crazy.
I don't know. Will that stick though? Because like John Wick does so good when it's like
Mission moved to John Wick, so I think
Right.
Mission has to be the one to move.
It's odd, man.
Very
Mission can go anywhere really and it'll make money.
But I
The
think
next-
I think they're betting on John Wick moving.
John Wick can move anytime too and make money. They are filming right now.
You know
that's
what?
hard.
I would move it.
The summer is crowded next year. Jesus.
Yeah, I would maybe move it to the.
Evan, didn't
I
you
would
have
maybe
Nero?
move it to June 24th because by that time Jurassic Dominion will be out for 2 weeks. You'll have
There you
Lightyear in theaters.
Oh shit, Evan, didn't you want Tom Cruise to be the leader of the high table to fight John?
I
Wick?
did.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
That'd be so badass.
I was.
Hello,
honest-
John. It's Tom Cruise.
No, I was. It's weird to me because like, yeah, Tom Cruise is like great, but I keep imagining the leader of the high table to be like someone like of like Asian martial arts.
I can picture that
He's-
too. Yeah. Ooh, Iko Uwais from Raid 2. Iko.
Wait,
he
weren't
goes
the
like-
raid guys in
Black
Mission
Adam's dropping the same day as Indy 5. Are they insane?
We talked about that. Yeah. Remember?
Are they insane?
That's gonna move too because Black Adam moved to Indy.
Fantastic Beast is just in between all of that.
It's gonna bomb. Yeah.
Bomb. There's a
guys are
Jordan
biased.
Peele movie the next week.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Every day I wake up and it's March 2017.
That was good.
Oh, Nathan, go tweet that right now.
That was good.
Alright.
Go tweet that right now with the
March
com gif or
2017
something.
was
Why is
Sorry.
that so ingrained as like all of us as like a turning point in theatrical movie going? It really isn't that significant, but back then we're like, there can be movies in March. Why did we think there could be movies in March?
because March was always like that place where you put like an animated movie and that's it.
Yeah.
And that's like wow.
Do
Changed
you
the
remember
game.
when John Wick 2 actually went in February and we're all like, oh, the
Oh my
risky.
gosh,
Oh,
yeah.
wow, they're
Is it not
carving
gonna
out
be
their own
good? Yeah.
uncontested space.
Mm.
Wow. Lionsgate. Like,
Even though the first John Wick opened like in August or September, like a toilet bowl
February.
season.
Open in February.
The first John Wick, I mean.
February.
yeah.
No, the first John Wick was in the fall.
No.
Yes.
No, it's in the
Is
fall.
it like September?
Look it up, Carson. Look it up. I'm right. I'm right
will
about
put
this.
money on it. This was February.
The first
No,
one.
John Wick 2 was.
First one, Nathan.
John Wick 2 was in.
It was in February.
October
February.
24th,
Thank you,
2014.
Carson. Thank you, Carson.
John Wick 2 was February.
Oh, John Wick 2 was.
We just
I should have bet money. Damn it.
Yeah.
I lost.
I would have fucking paid you.
John Wick 2 was released.
So I remember
I was
seeing.
so- I was so confident because it was ingrained in
what
my
is this?
brain. I swear it was February because like they dropped the trailer like within a month of its release. The first trailer for John Wick.
Yeah.
I was like, what
I
is
know,
this
right?
little Keanu thing? I want to check it out.
And it blew up. Carson, you said 2014 for the first John Wick, right?
Yes, and then
February was the one.
John Wick 2 was February 10th, 2017. I remember.
I didn't know there was a 3-year gap between John Wick movies.
Yeah,
John Wick 3 was May.
May
But,
2019.
Fall
right?
2014 was lit, guys. We had Gone Girl, John Wick, Nightcrawler.
What a
Woo
fall!
wee!
Oh my god.
Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, that was
2014.
great.
What's my space movie? Interstellar. There it is.
Interstellar was also no, in summer. What else came out that year? Came out.
But yeah, Gone Girl is one of my top 10 movies of all time, and I
it's
love
so
that
good.
movie. So
It might be my favorite for sure.
I think
I'm
it is too.
retweeting Nathan's
Oh, actually,
tweet
7
right now.
is. 7 is.
Carson, I saw you went pro on Letterboxd.
Yeah, I did.
What does that mean?
I just you pay.
His
$15
opinions are better than yours.
and you get like customized lists and no ads and different things.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
lot of perks.
Are you paid for this?
Yeah, that's you,
You live like this?
Evan.
I'll tell you exactly what I get. Hold on.
But we should move on. I wanted to talk about Blue Beetle is in development and will only appear, apparently, according to the LA Times, on HBO Max, which is weird.
Trash.
Because the same thing might be happening to Static Shock and Batgirl. Do we see a similarity here, guys?
That is
a female-led movie, a black movie, and a Hispanic movie.
It's fucked.
What the pandemic, Evan? The
No.
I'm like, what the hell?
I feel like the only reason they're getting like Black Adam out there is because like it's The Rock.
It's The Rock. You don't discount The Rock. But I'm just like, are you serious? Static Shock could be DC's Black Panther. Static Shock is a huge cultural hero. Like this is everybody loves Static Shock.
That would
after seeing Young Justice, I will not stand for any of this because they're such great characters, and I need them on the big screen.
I wouldn't even like follow like the thing of like its side characters or anything because Batgirl.
Yeah, and somebody said like Marvel freaking just doing Eternals, Ant-Man.
Run Ant-Man 3.
Run Ant-Man 3.
Even before, like
you're not giving a Static Shock, which is Static Shock is a bigger character than
even
Ant-Man.
before Guardians of the Galaxy. Like,
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I hate to say it, but like back then, that was like
easily a B-list character.
Yeah.
So I'm like Static Shock. Everybody watched the TV show in the early 2000s. Static Shock.
It has some cultural significance beyond the comics already.
It's a black superhero. I mean, come on.
It deals with like real issues. I remember
Blue Beetle too.
All
Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Blue Beetle's a very fun, interesting, tech-based.
Is the Static Shock cartoon on HBO Max?
It really should be. I looked it up.
I thought it was. I thought you said it was. Now it's not yet.
I don't think so.
I looked it up. Netflix or
you have to buy it on something.
Oh, okay.
Let me check again because I love the show.
Everyone, go buy a copy of Static Shock.
Oh, it is on HBO Max. Wow.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Since when?
You told us. You
Did
said
I?
It was. Yeah. I think you tweeted about it. You're like, let's go.
Evan, I
think
you're an HBO Max show that advertises and doesn't watch the content.
Nathan,
you gotta
don't call me out on the bullshit.
Anyways, I get because you get customized stats for every year on Letterboxd when you're a pro.
Superhero
Evan will be like, hey, why did you have HBO Max? Like, it's one of the best streamers out there. And then he turns around and he logs into Paramount Plus.
Netflix. Paramount Plus. Big Brother Season 10. Ooh.
Oh, Survivor. Who got the tribal counts? Who got the totem thing?
Fucking Hidden Immunity Idol, Nathan.
I know, that was what I was fucking saying. It's been a minute.
But yeah, I have started talking about watch list, actually. I'm pretty bad.
Guess who my most watched actors are for this year right now?
Wow. Vin Diesel, Paul
Walker, Sung Kang,
Dudley on there.
Nice pattern there.
No.
Damn. Wait, can you show again? I didn't get to see.
It's just literally every. Oh, I don't know. Elizabeth Olsen is on there, I guess, for something.
Is this from Letterboxd?
Yeah.
Vin Diesel.
It's my customized stats, and you get like. You literally get like.
Was that Mia down there?
Yeah, it was. And it tells you like how many films you watch per week and stuff and all these cool little things.
Nice. That's amazing. Where's Tyrese?
What was I going to say? But yeah, so I think this is a bad pattern. I think they could just do the day and date like they've been doing for 2021. I wouldn't mind that as much as just dropping them on HBO Max. Granted, I know they did that for Justice League Snyder Cut, but that was a different story. I just really want Blue Beetle, Static Shock especially, and Batgirl, which is going to have some significance to the DC universe in general. That's Batgirl, right. One of my favorite Bat characters. So, not a good look.
I'm hoping that it turns around by then, and it's like they could be such significant players in the DC EU moving forward. Like
big time.
It just sets me the wrong way, and I don't know. It's a lot to take in
because somebody said, "Well, Evan," or I forget what comment, but it was like, "Well, there's like 5 DC movies next year. We have the Super Pets, Batman, Black Adam, the Flash, and all this stuff." I'm like, "What's happening in 2023, 2024?" Right. It's like they're not always going to have 4 movies a year. They're not always going to be like Marvel.
Right.
You can put a lot of these.
We have Shazam. We have. I don't even know. I don't even know what's in 2023 besides Shazam.
Maybe Green Lantern. No, Black Adam is 2022.
Oh, okay. 2023.
So I'm just like, these movies deserve their theatrical releases. But moving on,
Hey, Jurassic World.
Jurassic World, yeah. Nathan's
away,
favorite
Nathan.
franchise. Yeah, take it
Panthers
away.
are back.
Is that it?
Crickets, god damn it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, we got our first like image, first poster, and we
Yeah.
will be getting our first look at Jurassic World Dominion, directed by Colin Trevorrow, in front of IMAX screenings of F9.
So only IMAX. Like you have to pay for
Only
the IMAX. Okay, cool. Yeah, I don't see a lot of movies in IMAX, so I always miss these things.
Ha!
Because I go to Cinemark, and Cinemark doesn't have IMAX.
Yeah.
Like Cinemark
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Do they not? They don't even play it in the.
There's a Cinemark XD, which is like their version of IMAX.
Yeah.
4DX.
And I do that sometimes. Like I'm doing that
They
for
don't
In the
play.
Heights.
They don't play the.
How is
IMAX.
it?
No, it's pretty good. I mean, I'm not a huge like. I need this in like 70 millimeter Dolby IMAX experience. The sound.
Have you ever done like the 4DX?
Never. I don't want no water splashing me in the face.
I don't want to smell burnt rubber while they're doing a car chase.
Quarter mile at a time.
Tastes like blood. Yeah.
But the Force Awakens, Evan, it snows in the theater.
Oh, that.
But I did see Mission Impossible.
Your
in
chairs
Dolby.
moved to the crawl.
Oh my God! Mission Impossible Fallout in IMAX.
In Dolby, in
was
IMAX
God
was-
tier.
Awesome.
Hey, I did a video comparing Mission Impossible Fallout on IMAX and Dolby.
I think I liked that video. I saw that.
I don't like how I look in it, but it got like 25,000 views.
Nice. But yeah, this is. I'm not really excited for. I gotta be honest. I'm not excited for Jurassic World Dominion, but Colin did tease like the first act, not the first act. The first couple minutes of this movie is going to be set in the past, in the Cretaceous period, which is, I gotta admit, as a Jurassic Park kind of fan, that seemed very interesting to me. I
Yeah,
kinda
like
that.
actually being back there with their effects, like that sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll be like the end of the dinosaur age? We'll see, like the meteor and everything.
I think he's teased like we might see that.
I feel like at this point, like we're probably at the end, so it's like go all in from truly 65 million years in the making.
The generational family saga of Jurassic Park.
Hey, when it crosses over with Fast and Furious, you wait.
But yeah, so he also teased like we're going to see the battle between a T-Rex and another creature in this early preview, early part of the movie, and then the T-Rex dies, and then the mosquito lands on its like body, and then it's like that's kind of like a tease.
What's it called?
For,
The body?
The DNA.
the
like
DNA.
The blood.
Dino DNA. Love it.
Oh wait, that's what I wanted to compare Miss Minutes to. Loki. It was like it felt like Mr. DNA.
Oh yeah, it had the same like graphic style to it.
Yeah, and Southern accent.
Yeah. Also, we just learned today the movie's going to be 4 years after Fallen Kingdom, which is crazy.
Which it takes that long for all those dinos to like go crazy. I'm like,
There's only like 18 of them.
There's a lot. There's a whole freaking kingdom.
It's a Noah's Ark situation, like 2 each.
unless they like contain them.
There's
and
one
then
T-Rex
it's going
though. I mean, like, what are they doing?
Yeah, I feel like the National Guard can take care of this pretty easily. But but yeah, so I'm like, how many humans are going to be? This going to be a?
This sounds like the thing I started asking with Jordan Peele's Us. Like, I was like, is this only in America? Can like the world fucking help? Like,
they're like, Americans are fucked.
we don't need that one. 6 continents. Let's go.
But it seems like a Dawn of the Planet of the Apes kind of scenario. Is this how many humans are going to be alive during this after this 4-year gap? Apparently, our hero of Jeff Goldblum, Sam Neill, and Laura Dern.
I would like to see like a situation.
I was going to say Laura Linney. I was like, not Laura Linney.
I would like to see the situation of like learning to coexist. You know.
I wonder.
Fucking dinosaurs. They're crazy.
I wonder how this.
We got wild boars out there. No.
Like, are they gonna? What's the plan gonna
I
be?
get the
To
reference.
like, I'm so curious.
What is your plan? What?
I don't know what's the end game of this movie. It's just very interesting.
I figured, I have no idea. I have no clue. Yeah.
So that alone does excite me. I will say that, you know,
It probably will be a Planet of the Apes scenario.
I give each of these movies an equal chance. The first two of this trilogy have done absolutely nothing for me, but I will be there opening weekend and It'll be fun. It'll be fun.
The second one more so than the first kind of let me down.
Yeah.
The first one I can excuse is it's a cool action blockbuster.
At least
Don't
get
take it
that
too
lady
seriously.
picked up by that pterodactyl and it's like thrown across
Awful
the screen.
scene.
So fucked.
I felt
think that's
so bad.
fucked. I did feel. I was
I'm
just
like,
doing her
Colin.
job.
I'm like, Colin, this is a bit over the top.
Why you
Yeah,
doing
that's like when Grover died in Fast 2 or whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Or
This
Fast
is-
4.
This is our one. We keep calling him Grover. What's his name? Like
Oh, what's he up to? Okay, let's see what he's doing.
Nothing. Burger at McDonald's next to Martin Lawrence.
Oh, stop it. Stop.
Martin Lawrence. Goddamn.
I'm sorry, Martin.
What? Martin got a huge paycheck for
For
whatever.
one movie he did in like 5 years, 10 years.
Where's Big and Mama's House 5?
Where's Grown Ups 3? Isn't Martin Lawrence in that?
No, Chris Rock is.
That's Kid Rock. Whoops. Same thing.
No. Okay, so Fallen Kingdom.
Oh, yeah. We had the weird dino girl, too. The girl with the clone.
Evan,
Stupid!
God fucking damn it. Why can't,
Yeah.
if we can clone dinosaurs, why can't we clone humans?
Because they're dinosaurs!
Oh, because
Don't
it's
clone
true.
them!
Oh, Jurassic World. That's dumb.
It's like people do experiments on rats. Hey, if they do experiments on rats, why can't you do experiments on people? It's like, because one's an animal and one's a human.
We're pushing the bound. We're playing God. That's what it's about. Jeff Goldblum.
So-
I want to know what Jeff.
Are we gonna
Goldblum
raise a
thinks
clone
about.
army in this
That's what I
movie
wanted.
to fight the dino clones?
No!
with the-
Human
But
clones versus dino clones.
Sifo Diaz. Are we gonna?
no, but the fucking like prospect of like actual science and like getting like if you have like a failed fucking. They're not gonna dive into this shit, but it's intriguing.
This is called Jurassic freaking Park.
Yes,
don't
and we're
even-
gonna focus on the dinosaurs, but like this
What are they
stuff
gonna do
is
with it?
possible. Like,
Yeah, I don't know what they're
It's
gonna
so
do with it.
weird. How about the movie starts 4 years later and the girl's like dead? Tragic.
I'll be if they address
fucking
it.
go into space and Fast and Furious, and your problem is a clone girl.
If they
Hell
address
yeah.
it in a cool
Hell
way,
yeah.
then I'll be like, all right, I guess it was worth it. But they just brought it up randomly.
It was
in
just
this movie,
sloppy,
and I'm
yeah.
just like,
no, I don't think
I
so.
missed her mother so much, and it was weird.
He had the fucking resources.
Oh,
He
that
a
was
partner.
why?
He
I
was a
think so,
partner.
right?
No, well,
She
it was
missed her
like
mother.
his like I think like his daughter died, and his like he was a partner of John Hammond already.
right.
Yeah.
So he had like access to like the technology. So like privately funding like on his own, he did that, and it was just
Okay.
like a discovery. It's fucking cool. God damn it, it's cool.
Yeah, well, obviously it's Jurassic Park. It's going to get into the wrong hands, or it's going to go horribly wrong.
Okay,
Yeah.
well then maybe fucking
But we can't wait to see Chris Pratt save the day with Blue
with Bryce Dallas Howard.
and Bryce Dallas Howard, who's not in heels, guys. Yeah.
And
I don't know why people are mad about the heels thing when she literally did it. Like,
me too. It's like I really don't mind. I didn't mind it, but they made such a
Um,
point about it in the sequel.
anyway, Fallen Kingdom is my second favorite of the franchise. I don't care. I don't care.
Jurassic Park
Crazy.
3 slaps though, right, Carson?
yes, sir.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh my god, you gave me fucking whiplash. I need to fucking get my neck checked. Jesus.
Alan.
Alan. Fucking Alan. It's a fucking puppet. It's so good. Look, man, Jurassic Park 3 is a trip. I mean, yeah,
I love it.
it has fun. You're blinded by nostalgia. But
The
it's
V-
fun.
No,
Test
you're
case?
blinded by criticism.
I'm
V-
blinded by Jay Ona's.
I had the VHS case for Jurassic Park 3, and it was amazing. It was like gray with like 3 scratches in red. It was amazing. Loved it. And the Spinosaurus had like all the toys with Spinosaurus with the T-Rex.
Fuck the Spinosaurus.
It was cool. Wow.
T-Rex supremacy. My nephew loves Spinosaurus.
That's amazing.
Oh man.
Last-
But
Oh, yeah.
I do say I miss the age of animatronic for sure.
oh yeah.
When did they stop?
They still do it. It's just like
It's
it's
just so-
it's so
Oh, okay.
scarcely used. Like Jurassic Park 1, it was like the dead brontosaurus. Fallen Kingdom on set lighting. I don't fuck.
Mm.
Like I can't defend that. But I think the effects in terms of CG effects, I think Fallen Kingdom has the best effects.
Oh, visually it's incredible.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I think it's shot beautiful. I think the direction is gorgeous. Could the writing be better at places? Sure. I'm still having fun though.
In places.
It
I
goes
think,
from fucking like action, like end of like doomsday thing to fucking haunted house dopeness. Like, I love it.
Which on paper seems cool.
It is cool. It was cool.
I don't know, and I just they don't know what to do with the Detective Pikachu guy, Justice Smith.
Is he?
Oh,
gonna be
he
in it
was
again?
He annoyed
horrible.
the hell out of me in that movie.
He was one of the most
It
annoying
wasn't his
characters.
fault. It
of
was
that
how
year.
they wrote him. But like,
Oh my god, he was bad.
Oh,
Jesus,
um,
he was terrible.
he's like screaming down corridors, trying to be this like comedic relief thing. I'm like,
It reminded me of dude from The Mummy. Tom Cruise is The Mummy. His sidekick. What was his friend's name?
Fucking Peter Parker.
Was it Jake
No,
Johnson?
Jake
Yeah.
Johnson. Oh,
He
God.
was screaming, "Tom, what are we gonna do? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die!" It's like,
Yeah, but
shut
Tom's
up.
scream was unmatched when the plane crashed.
Oh yes.
I mean, that was like, that's
Ah!
iconic.
Anyway, so I
Oh my god! Wait, wasn't like the first time that was uploaded? It was just screaming,
it was
nothing
just
else.
Yeah.
a scream.
Why?
They forgot all the other audio tracks.
Who
but that
muted everything? But maybe like they wanted to mute that, and then they fucked up and muted everything else.
they hit mute all on the other
It's
audio
one of
tracks.
it's one of the best like cinema mistakes I would never forget.
If you go back to that trailer, all the comments are only talking about his scream. It's amazing.
I mean, it's one of the best mistakes I've ever seen. Like,
So is the universe.
Twitter
They
was
tried to-
united that day. I watched that trailer like 20 times.
and he's just not a likable protagonist.
Oh, he's horrible. That movie is a mess. We are
I don't
never
know
gonna
why the
commentate
Dark
that
Universe was like Tom Cruise is our mummy.
one. Why? Yeah.
Very weird. Very weird.
But I wanted to end on this very cool news from today. Lord of the Rings
Anime,
anime.
theatrical.
Wow. Theatrical.
Worldwide
Which is
release by Warner
crazy.
Brothers.
Okay, WB. Suddenly you.
Suddenly,
Convinced
I know.
your intellectual property has value.
Oh, suddenly I don't see the bigotry. No, no, honestly, that's bad.
Yeah. We're still pissed about Static Shock
We're pissed about
We
everything.
are. We are. We are.
and everything. Yeah.
Can you also stop fucking cutting my POCs from my Godzilla flicks? God damn it! It's Godzilla.
Facts.
What the fuck?
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I agree. We concur. But yeah, whatever they're doing with the Lord of the Rings department, though, seems to be really cool because Lord of the Rings anime, having just finished Castlevania, by the way, fantastic animated series. Amazing. Perfect series. 10 out of 10.
That's your dark universe.
I mean, yeah, it is. It's a great dark universe. Hell is amazing in that show. but yeah, Castlevania is incredible. And the way they can just animate Lord of the Rings, I'm not a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but the way they can animate like this whole universe would be incredible. And making it theatrical just makes it even more like not relevant, but just like more important. It makes it seem instead of just sending it straight to HBO Max. Like this is a theatrical animated movie. Same thing that Avatar Studios is doing with their first project, which is going to be they're making a new Avatar: The Last Airbender project within that world. It's not going to be with Aang, but it's going to be with that project. I'm like, more and more of these studios are doing animated movies. We'll talk about it more tomorrow in Hyperspace Hype with what Star Wars should be doing. But I'm just very happy that we're getting this. It's called like the Battle of something. Do you guys have it up on you?
Yes, the War of
not Rohan, but
Rohirrim.
Yeah.
And
So, is that
it's-
like connection to Rohan?
yes, so it is. It's from the character from the book's appendix, the Mighty King of Rohan, Helm Hammerhand, and it was a legendary.
Helm.
It was a legendary battle that helped shape Middle Earth heading into Lord of the Rings. It's 250 years in the past.
It also has like a
Oh,
big,
whoa. So this is way more recent than the other Amazon series.
Yes,
and,
way
and
more
it's also
recent.
like it's diving into like Helm's Deep stuff, right?
Yes, it relates.
Helm's Deep was the Two Towers battle, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
And so it's interesting because
Where Legolas is surfing on a
it will
shore.
expand the untold story behind the Fortress of Helm's Deep, delving into the life and blood-soaked times of this legendary Hammerhand guy.
Is it in the canon of Peter Jackson?
I mean,
Wait,
the Tolkien estate. I mean, it's being.
I believe so. I guess if it just
Yeah.
takes place in the past, it can't like decanonize anything.
Yeah, it's not going
Yeah,
to.
and it's WB, so like
Yeah.
I
And
imagined.
and Peter Jackson is not involved, but
I wouldn't be. Yeah.
Lord of the Rings: Return of the King scribe Philippa Bowens will be a consultant on the new project, which is
Awesome.
very exciting.
But who
Was
is
he one-
developing it though?
Was he one of the like millions of people in that movie that won an Oscar?
Yes, I believe so. directed
Japanese
by
people animated?
Kenji Kamiyama,
There we
who
go.
has directed Blade Runner Lotus, which I think is a
Oh, I like that. That was the
Yeah.
anime prequel to 2049.
new, yes.
Loved that. It was really good.
So
It's a
that's
good,
exciting.
yeah, okay.
And then also, let me tell you who's.
Oh
who
wow,
else
I did
is-
not know that.
Yeah. Black Lotus, and then the TV series Ghost in the Shell standalone complex. And then,
Also really good.
Jeffrey Addis and Will Matthews of The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, which I still need to see on Netflix.
Me too.
I never saw Dark Crystal was the first one. So
I
They're
need to watch.
scribing.
Yeah, same. I need to watch both.
But they'll have the help with Return of the King.
Scribe.
Scribe.
That's cool.
as a
That's
consultant.
really cool. I love how these anime features, like Avatar Studios, of course, you're getting Mike and Brian, but they're also bringing people from that show. And the fact that they're getting somebody from Return of the King makes
Right.
it add some.
And
like,
it's awesome
flavor
because
to it.
there's no outline for this story. There's a character and appendix that like gives footnotes on it, but this is all open to just tell an original story.
Yeah, there's hundreds of views.
know?
You can do anything.
And
Yeah.
so that's what I find most interesting about it. That it's not like, yeah, it relates loosely to Helm's Deep, but like it's cool that they can just do its own thing at the same time.
Yeah, that's amazing. So it's a okay. So is it an anime? It
Anime.
specifies it's anime, not just
Yes,
animation.
anime feature-length film in theaters.
I imagine it'll probably be Castlevania-esque in that.
Go watch Castlevania, guys. You'll be like, the action here is sick.
I've
And
only
like,
seen
you
the,
know they're gonna
I've only
get
seen
an
the first
A-list cast
episode,
for
but
this
like,
too.
yeah.
Oh man.
The A-list cast for this will be insane when we cast it.
Yeah, I can't
it is-
wait.
It is noted that it's being fast-tracked.
Oh,
in the
okay.
article. So they're very excited about this.
So I would assume like 2023 at this, like early
yeah,
2023.
yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. Imagine if you get this and the Avatar movie in the same year.
Yeah,
Oh,
from the first
man.
movie from Avatar Studios. That would be
Yeah.
crazy.
Dude, more studios, please do anime films.
I'm telling
And
you, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Well,
But
yeah,
it's just crazy.
I'm more. I might be more excited for this than the Amazon series. I know it's totally different, but
yeah. And I
and I'm
forgot
This is really
Yeah.
New
exciting.
Line and can't remember the other
Amazon.
company split the rights or whatever. So it's like this whole deal.
okay.
This is really interesting when I like think of like how immensely, not just like for anime, but just like 2D animation, like how successful Demon Slayer was, and like the fact that
Mhm.
WB's moving forward with like this theatrically. Disney, please bring back 2D animation, please.
I know.
Please.
I know.
It's so good. I like it was weird. They had like the longest gap, and it was like Princess and the Frog. Never mind. No, fucking.
Yeah, and we're back to 3D animations. Like,
Is it-
no.
Wait, but like they're also doing a Princess and the Frog Disney Plus series, right?
Sure are.
Is that supposed to be 2D?
I think,
think
it is.
so.
Yeah.
I hope. Granted, that's only on Disney Plus, but like theatrically, goddammit, Treasure
Yeah,
Planet.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm excited for both the literally money-hungry Amazon show. They've dropped like $1 billion into
$1 billion.
this thing already.
do you
But it
get that
has
back
some
in
talented
streaming?
people on it. It really is some talented people working on it too. And so I'm excited to see what that does. And also just have anime, a live action show, all in different time periods, not congested like in a
Yeah.
one little. Very exciting for as far as keeping Lord of the Rings going and hopefully not,
I
tarnishing
guess
it
I'll
anyway.
rewatch these movies.
Yes, you will.
All right, guys, get ready
God
for our
damn it.
extended edition commentaries of Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit.
Each episode's gonna be like 4 hours.
A full 24-hour stream of the entire Middle Earth saga.
I'll be dead.
I know.
Evan
you
would
will.
be like, I don't know. He'd probably just ascend out of frame. He'd just be like, I'm gone.
What's that photo of like SpongeBob like just like up
Yeah.
there glowing?
Oh man.
Too funny.
Yeah, I think that's it.
You guys watch anything new?
I finished up Castlevania, like I said earlier. It's a fantastic series. I watched all 4 seasons. It's a great end to the show. I don't want to give any spoilers, but it just made me feel very happy at the end. Like a lot of fictional stories like to end like, oh, it's very depressing, but we moved on. But it's like, no, this is a very happy ending for all the characters involved, nearly all the characters involved. And I'm just so happy the way they ended it. It was a perfect ending. Like it's like a 9.8 out of a 10. Like this is a excellent series. The lore was great. The character work is great.
It's wrapped up. It's done.
4 seasons is done, but in April they said they are making a spinoff within this world, not with the same characters, but within this world. Not a season 5, no, but it's like a
spinoff.
Because the world is so interesting in terms of like the lore of the vampires and the warriors and everything.
Ooh,
so
thinking of animation, there was also a trailer that dropped today for Masters of the Universe.
Yes, Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith and Mark Bernard, and they both host their Fat Man Beyond podcast.
Yeah.
And dude, I watched their podcast for like a long time, and they have been talking about that for like ever. And it always sounds so interesting. They're so passionate about it that like this is really cool to think that like, oh my god, it's finally like out because they've been like working for a while, and it looks really good. I forgot Mark Hamill was Skeletor.
I'm not the biggest He-Man fan, but I'm so glad they're doing this on animation rather than those failed attempts of trying to create this for live action. You know, throughout the last decade, it was like, oh, so and so was doing a live action He-Man.
Happened to
so and so was doing this
movie, like.
Oh yeah, and Thundercats too. Like, just make all those Thundercats, He-Man, Master of the Universe, She-Ra. Yeah. Make these animated. Don't do these live action. They can't.
Adam Wingard.
I heard the She-Ra animation was really.
Oh, good. Adam Wingard is the.
Yeah, but I think he's gonna do the next Godzilla instead, and they're just gonna put that in the.
Just make Thundercats animated. Come on, these things like just make it like watching this Master of the Universe trailer. I'm like, imagine any of that in live action. It looks stupid. Like
like the transformation,
the transformations, even Skeletor. I guess you can make Skeletor interesting live action, but I'm just like this whole universe just looks incredible, way more better in animation.
Even if you had to go like 3D animation, we know how gorgeous that can look with the right direction and budget. Like, please, please look at Spider-Verse. Look at the lighting. Oh my god!
Right? Oh my gosh!
I know.
I'm not saying like it's funny because like whenever I bring up the animation of Spider-Verse, I feel like the first thing that pops in my brain is like the frame rate. I'm not saying do that, but like, fuck, it's so good. Like the lighting.
Spider-Verse really set the benchmark for
it did
animated movies.
It did.
Step it up, Pixar.
Step it up, Minions and all those buffoons over at DreamWorks. Okay, they're not buffoons. They're just making their movies.
Yeah, but thank you for How to Train Your Dragon.
Thank you. Yes.
And Shrek.
And Turbo. No, I didn't watch Turbo.
Turbo's really good.
Really? Nice.
Never seen it.
Fuck, stop doing that.
I think it is good. I remember it.
This motherfucker.
He's gone. All right, well, I'll go quick. I watched a classic movie. Not classic. I mean, it is classic. I watched a Kurosawa movie.
Oh, yes.
1961.
I was going to say 1917.
1961's Yojimbo, which basically the quick thing is a nameless Ronin, or basically a samurai with no master, shows up in this town, and this town is beefing because the head guy, the head like magistrate guy there gave the rights to the estate to his son, and then they're like beefing with this other family, and so basically everyone's just hiding out, and the samurai's going back and forth trying to get the best deal of like, oh, I'll be your bodyguard for the fight when it eventually happens. What are you gonna pay me? And he keeps like just one-upping everybody and like basically tricking them into giving him more money, and he learns throughout this whole experience, and the action. It's actually a lot less action than I thought, but like when the action scenes do happen, it's so cool. Like the standoffs, remember when we talked about like the standoff from the Mandalorian season 2 episode 5 of Ahsoka and all that. It's basically that's where that comes from. Is this movie has very specific Western samurai kind of standoffs, and it's super cool, and just like this guy just does it. Every place that he puts the camera is the right place. There's no other way to describe this movie. It's like you can't do anything better. I'm just like, it's not fair, but it's just like incredible to witness. So I'm gonna keep working my way through these movies because
that's awesome. I've been meaning to watch this, the Hidden Fortress.
Yeah,
I've never seen Seven Samurai.
The
what's it called?
That George Ron, it's in one of the later movies. I think it might be one of his last movies that he did. and it was in his career when I'm pretty sure George Lucas helped fund it because nobody would fund it.
Is that on HBO?
1985. This movie
Ran. Oh,
ran.
Ran.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But anyways, and also, unlike it's
Yes.
also a really
Okay.
funny movie.
I've heard of this.
Yojimbo is a really funny movie, and Toshiro Mifune, who stars in a lot of Kurosawa's movies. He did Seven Samurai, Rashomon, Yojimbo, High and Low, Throne of Blood, etc.
I've seen Rashomon.
He is just so. He has just like the best like swagger here. Like it's so good, and he has the best comedic timing, the best like dramatic timing. There's a point where he gets like completely bludgered and just injured, and he has to like crawl out into this town hiding from everybody, and he's under the decks of these like fortresses, and you can just hear the footsteps on top, and he's crawling through with like blood coming down his face, and it's incredible.
Wow.
Man.
So
Yeah.
highly recommend.
I've been meaning to watch these. I gotta catch my Asian cinema.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
It's like they don't make them like this anymore. It's we say that for every movie, but like,
Yeah,
they
every
don't
movie, yeah.
make them like this anymore.
I remember finishing up some South Korean. The most famous South Korean movie, the Bong Joon-ho's. No, he's stuck in a box. What is it called? Shoot, the assassin movie.
No,
Oh,
yes.
oh.
God, stop, Old Boy.
Old boy. Thank you, Nathan. You rock.
Yeah.
I was like in a panic. I was like, I have to get it first. I have to win the game.
Give me trivia.
That's not Bong Joon-ho, right? That's not.
No,
Okay.
that's
That's somebody
no.
else.
Spike Lee.
Oh,
Not that
damn.
one.
Oof, not that one.
Sure.
But yeah,
Boy.
I finished Old Boy, and I'm like, they don't make movies like this anymore because Old Boy is just super unique and different.
Park Chan-wook
Was Spike
Thank
Lee's
you. Thank you. Yeah.
same, or
What?
was what?
was Spike Lee's version even the same as the Korean one, or?
It's a little bit the same. Like, they try and copy like certain homages to it.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't seen the Spike Lee version.
It's just not as good. I saw it once in theaters. That's it. But yeah, that's about it.
I'm pretty excited, Evan, because I finally finished season 1 of The Legend of Korra.
Yay!
Whoa! I didn't know
No,
this.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
No.
Oh,
my
you
God.
ripped our hearts out.
You
Even though I haven't seen the show.
He
No, I will
played
not.
me.
I will.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like there
no.
would have been tweets about it.
Yeah, no, there would have been.
Dang it.
Sorry.
Fuck.
Carson, have you watched Korra?
No, I haven't. So
Oh,
I'm
what the fuck?
You guys suck.
No, but actually, I was chilling in bed last night, and like, I opened Apple TV, and Cherry was right there.
Oh no, you watched Cheer.
So naturally, I clicked on the Billie Eilish documentary again.
Yeah.
I'll watch Cherry eventually, but yeah, no, I
I
started
can't
watching
watch it.
it. So I just I started watching it again, and with me actually deciding to make music now, it was just like another viewpoint of just like, shit, this is awesome. This is good of advice and shit. Like it's so good.
Her album comes out next month.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what that looks like because it's like a new era of her music. So I'm sure
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to hear.
Very exciting. But otherwise, no, I really didn't check anything out. I'm going to check out a bunch of stuff tomorrow, though. I'm checking out Conjuring 3. Conjuring 1 and 2 tonight, so you get a trilogy review next week. And also, I'm going to check out In the Heights. Probably default going to be my best favorite movie of the year. Hey, because it's a quiet place to be it for you, right?
Yep.
It's pretty great. But, yeah, I'm going to be checking out a bunch of stuff. Movies are coming out again, which means work sucks now.
Dude, yeah, that picture you sent of the chairs folded up and that dude chucked the nachos on the floor. I'm like, what the? Who chucks the nachos behind the seat?
Oh,
With the
nachos
open-
are disgusting. So
with the open cheese containers, disgusting.
Yeah,
Let me just... Yeah, just like...
yeah, like
that's bad.
people throw away your garbage. People, it ain't that hard.
that.
That's horrible.
You live like
Absolutely
this?
horrible. And I know that's not all kids, which makes it even
That's the
more
fucking
horrible.
Dolby Theater. Are like biggest next to IMAX, pretty equal. It's still like easier to clean than IMAX though, because IMAX doesn't have carpeting. So you have to fucking mop it. It's not fun.
Yeah.
So many
Jeez.
rows.
Ugh.
But you know, will we ever get the Spider-Man trailer? Who's to say? I'll clean every auditorium if that means I can get.
Watch, you'll be at Conjuring 3 tomorrow. And the
Yeah, to be
Spider-Man
like, hey,
not
like,
scare
oh,
you.
shit.
Tom Holland's like,
I'll be like, oh shit. Jail. Yeah, no, that was a fun episode. It's great discussing another iteration of Marvel. If you're also checking out Bad Batch, we're talking that. We're going to be discussing. I think we're actually going to set that for Saturday, because I'm 4 movies tomorrow. Jesus.
yeah, that's fine.
And yeah, because I'm pretty sure Carson and Kelly wanted to do some stuff tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm probably.
I'll be joining
or
them
something.
too.
Yeah, we're going to see what Cruella again.
Yep.
Let's go.
I'm going
without
to
Nathan.
wherever Carson lives.
Just kidding, Nathan. If Nathan can't see 5 movies in a day, his A-list will be revoked. I'm just kidding.
I don't have A-list anymore. I have fucking
employee.
diplomatic employee immunity.
You have E-list.
E-list. I have C-list. I have a cast member.
There you go.
But yeah, Carson, where can I
Anyways,
find you?
you guys can find me watching more movies this summer because now I have Letterboxd Pro that's telling me that I'm behind schedule as of my 2020 stats versus this year. So we're watching more movies, watching Bad Batch probably just sometime tomorrow, and yeah, just talking about a lot of stuff. I feel like a lot of news dropped today. It's like because we had that whole game conference thing. And I'm like, I don't know what this Elden Ring is, but this looks incredible. I mean,
I heard it. I was like,
yes.
Lord of the Rings? What?
and I'm like, do I go on a quest? And like, there's like these weird like spider like thing. I'm like, I'm there. Like that.
Someone typed Elden Ring. I was like, Elrond? Do you mean what?
You guys.
So yeah, I
movies.
was lost, but I'm excited for all that. And yeah, catch us back here Saturday, talking about Star Wars and continuing our Bad Batch journey. Hopefully it's not as emotional as people are teasing this episode to be.
Man. Literally just said it. Where can they find you?
I'm just following off the tweet which the writer said, "Good soldiers follow orders." I'm like, oh, that's not good. But yeah, catch me on Twitter reacting to all the new gaming events going on this weekend. E3 is coming up big time, so Square Enix is going to be on Sunday. Elden Ring hype from George R.R. Martin and From Software Studios. Very exciting. I'm watching Mayor of Easttown on HBO Max, and I watched it like episode 1 and 2 like at 2 a.m. last night, and I'm already on episode like 5. So this
Can't stop.
I can't stop. I'm gonna finish it probably tonight. It's really good. It is excellent. Kate Winslet. She doesn't miss. But yeah, and catch us on Saturday talking all things Star Wars.
And you can find me on Twitter and all of our social media links in the description below. Catch me visiting the Warrens 3 times too many because shit's spooky and based on real events. But
Yeah, you're not going to sleep tonight.
I'll sleep.
Thanks, Carson.
Pass out from exhaustion.
I haven't seen it. I'm too scared of it myself, so I can't say anything. No, I don't know what this clapping thing is. I don't like it.
I did. I watched the Conjuring one way back in like 2013 when I was in
Same.
School, whatever grade that was, and yeah, like I remember liking it, but I can't remember anything other than that clapping. So I'm excited to see what we're gonna get. I did see a clip on Twitter, like one of the jump scares where like I think Via Farmiga's like pulling like laundry, and then like the wind catches on the ghost.
Oh, I've seen that.
I was like, God, that's a good fucking jump scare. Like, I'm hyped. I was like ushering last night, or the other night for The Conjuring 3, and like I didn't want to like go into the ending, but I was like hearing some shit. And I was like, "Fuck, is that like real case footage? Fuck, I'm gonna get fucked." I'm hyped. I'm excited to see what's going down. So yeah, I'll have a bunch of reviews next time. But that being said, if you enjoy our podcast, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and already.